Wake up, Lincoln.
Come on, it's 6 o'clock. Rise and shine, rise and shine.
It's time for Early Break. Brought to you by Sandhills Global. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's Jake Sorensen.
Did seem kind of meh.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
Surprisingly good.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
I want to buy a couple ducks. I'm bringing 2 ducks to the office.
This is Early Break.
Good morning. Happy Monday to you. Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, studio. Bill Busch joins us from afar here on this another snowy Monday. Sip, how are you today in the snow?
Well, look at it outside. I'm doing fine. Look at it. It's gorgeous.
What is the snow report? What are we looking at, fellas?
I think we have at least an inch on the ground. I'm
Bill,
going.
it sounds like he's on the moon.
I'm going. No, he sounds okay. I'm going 1 inch tops on the snow so far. They didn't really give me a report on what this is going to be. Did they?
What are we looking at? How many? What's the number? We're looking at 4 inches, 3 inches?
They said like from now through Wednesday, which like a long duration of snowstorm, like 3 to 5 inches. But like that's 3 days worth of snow.
Yeah.
So like in pockets over like today and tomorrow, by Wednesday morning, they're saying like maybe 3 to 5, but probably 3 inches tops, I'd say. Meteorologist Jake here for you.
Pockets. Pockets. It's
snow.
just gorgeous out, Bill. I mean,
It looks
it's not.
I missed that. You know what I think of snow? Snow makes my day. Sugar loves this.
It's not warm, but it's gorgeous out. If you just look out the window, it's beautiful.
I think the high today is about 4 degrees.
Oh.
-10 the low, I believe. I want to say either now or tonight to be like -10. So really beautiful weather here in Lincoln. The snow is beautiful, but the cold is not.
The wind's not a major factor, though. If like yesterday, it was 10 or 12 or whatever the hell it was. The wind wasn't blowing, though, and it was very comfortable, I thought. It was comfortable.
But you know what, Bill? Sip and I both are wearing our Mindles this morning. We both got the warm boots on from Mindle to trek through the snow. We're fine.
It's the first thing I do is put my Mindles on when we get any sort of weather. It's incredible.
Who's the
That'd
representative?
be Dan Schumacher. The website is Mindle, MEINDLUSA.com. They provide us wonderful boots, and I'm wearing them today because it's cold and snowy. So thank you to Dan and Mindle.
Mindle boots, as you guys know, are incredible because when you'd think they're clunky and they wouldn't feel good on your feet, it's the opposite. They're made so well that they look big and people notice them. They draw attention. And I know what's going through people's mind. Those must not be very comfortable. Yeah, here's the deal. They're super comfortable. Those first Mindles he gave us.
Yeah, that's what I have on.
Oh,
I'm wearing those.
I'm still on my first pair also. Steve, you're the only one that's on pair 2.
Well, he wore through them. That's a compliment. Yeah. Steve wore them every day, so he got a lot of wear. You could still wear those right now. You just have a second pair.
Oh, they're
good shoes.
Yeah,
they're good boots.
They've held up really well. Bill, where are you today?
I am sitting at the kitchen table of Shin Daddy.
Oh my!
He has a piano.
Yes,
his place too.
Shin Daddy and Tamara knew about me doing the show live. They brought the piano down for me. It was upstairs.
They hauled it down.
They hauled it down. The two of them. When I got here yesterday, they had it in here. Yes, I had some. I had to make a trip up north for some. To help out the parents with with a couple deliveries and some things there. And then it actually worked out great because I also have a speaking engagement in Hardington late afternoon.
Cedar Catholic.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah, got it.
Hey.
Yeah, so I know.
So you're at Shin Daddy's house?
I'm here. Shin Daddy is not up because it's President's Day.
That's right. He's off today.
He's off today. So he's not up.
Shit, Daddy's snoozing away.
Yeah. Camera was up. Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's incredible.
Shin Daddy, we've had no appearance from Shin Daddy yet. So I asked if he wanted to go live right when the show starts, and that was a hard no.
I hope for 7:00 he's playing the piano to start off the hour.
It'd be nice to see him back there tickling the ivories, wouldn't it?
The ivories behind you. That'd be incredible.
It was.
I expect nothing less from Shin Daddy, but to
it was
take
a
the
hard
ivory.
no.
Yeah. I told my sister this morning early, Tamara, I said, this might be the most excited we'll ever see a young Jake Sorensen. This will be the most excited he might have ever been in his life with this basketball win. A win over a number 16 in the column of wins and losses in the Big Ten, but beating Northwestern is the most excited Jake will ever be.
We're going to dive into that in a second. I'll tell you my excitement level because the text line, as you guys saw, was very much so roller coaster, and deservedly so. I don't take anything back from that. They were on my 20.
I don't know if I could read them though, Jake. I don't know if I can.
There's some profanity in there. There's some negative thoughts, but it went quiet toward the end because I didn't say anything. I was riding the wave of good basketball, just letting it be.
You didn't go to Twitter, did you?
I just at the very end I said, great win.
Oh, you didn't go.
There was no roller coaster of me on Twitter.
Okay.
I had one thought in the first half about offensive rebounds, which upset me, but then I just tweeted at the very end. So just 2 tweets. But we'll get to that in a second. Weekend. Anything from the weekend for you, Seth?
Probably. It's like you could criticize me for sometimes I jump on the show and I just start thinking about things to say when I should probably think about them before I go on the air.
That's the best part of it, I think, actually. I don't want to.
How was Valentine's Day, Steve?
It was fine. I had to, well, not to be a Debbie Downer, but I had to write the obit on Greg Sharp on Saturday. Sunday I worked. I wrote a column yesterday and watched the game while I was writing. And then I had a lot of duties this weekend. That's what I had.
Working weekend.
Well, working and other kind of duties. So yeah, no, nothing. I didn't do much anything fun. I mean, not really. No, it was work. Friday was work. Saturday was work. Sunday was work.
I don't think I've ever been more full than I was on Valentine's night. Went to a Capitol View winery just south of Lincoln.
A winery.
They had a 4-course meal for Valentine's Day, and I ate the entirety of all 4 courses. No leftovers, no scraps in the plate. I ate every single item.
How do you do it?
I didn't feel good that night. My stomach hurt so badly.
Did it really?
Oh, it was terrible. I could barely sleep. I was in so much pain because I ate way too much food.
Is there something?
What would make you do that, Jake? Was it just I've paid for it, I'm gonna get my money's worth? They wouldn't let you take a to-go box?
I just really don't like taking leftovers. I like to eat the food that's provided. Now, you go to some Mexican places, you got to take leftovers. There's so much food, you just can't eat it all. Just be unhealthy.
Can you give us an idea of what you plowed through?
I mean, there was like some lobster thing to start. It was really good. There was a
lobster right out of the gate.
Lobster thing.
That was no, not lobster
thing. So it was
lobster.
Was it lobster? Was it knockoff lobster?
It's called Lobster Rockefeller. Whatever it was incredible.
Right out of the gate.
Amazing.
Okay.
And then they call it strawberry soup. It sounds bad. It's delightful. It's like a pureed yogurt. It's incredible. And then they had like a blackened steak Oscars, like tenderloin steak.
Okay, lobster,
mashed potatoes,
steak, and soup
with asparagus, and then like a chocolate cannoli to wrap things up. With 4 glasses of wine. I was very full. My stomach has never been more full.
Bill, what would you be doing if you ate?
Where would I be, Steve?
In the ER.
The ER.
I'd be in the ER. If I drank 4 glasses of wine and ate that, I would be comatose. I would not be. There's no chance I'd be anywhere. And then the next day you followed up in Sioux City.
I did, yeah. Saturday went to Sioux City for an event called Steins and Vines. But
what did you call it to us?
A drink-a-thon.
A drink-a-thon.
And now
I couldn't.
We got a text at noon that he was 8 beers in.
There was a
easy.
There was a small line. This was not it was an all afternoon. It was not all day. It went from noon to 3:30. So it was almost 4 hours of basically all you can drink.
Very interesting concept for people.
They've had that at Lincoln, like at SIP, Nebraska, at Haymarket Park, also at Ashland. They've had events like that here. This is an indoor event, which is great in the wintertime. It was freezing, so it was awesome at the Sioux City Event Center downtown.
Sounds fun.
And I was fine. I think I was somewhat responsible there.
Good job. I will go back to your meal. I don't think I ate that much in 3 days. I'm sure I did.
I didn't eat anything like yesterday or Saturday. I was still like really full from that.
I'm sure there's no way that in a 3-day period I ate as much as you did Friday night.
We probably had the same amount because Saturday and Sunday I ate like nothing. I was not hungry at all. I'm still stuffed in that meal. I don't know why. Something must be wrong. But
no, nothing's wrong. You're fine.
Bill, what about you and anything idle chit chat for you?
Nothing much on Saturday and Sunday, except I watched that Auburn Alabama game. But on Valentine's Day, incredible, probably one of the most incredible meals and entertainment I've ever taken part in my life. And that was, I can't say, is it the Bailey something in Eagle, Nebraska?
Bailey's local, great restaurant in Eagle. Yeah,
Oh
Bailey's.
man, oh, it was incredible, absolutely
You would love
incredible.
Bailey's local.
And then about 9 o'clock, they cranked up some karaoke.
Okay.
And there was and there was people that could sing. It was we were well entertained, and
Did
the
you do
food
it?
was ridiculous.
Did you do some karaoke, Tom Jones?
I did not. I did a lot of clapping and
Okay.
cheering, but there was zero chance I was going to jump up on stage. But they were really good. That was well worth the entire weekend for that to happen.
All right, there's some idle chit chat.
That is Idle Chit Chat, sponsored by our friends at Renew. Please call or text David at 402-833-3858 or go to renewyourauto.com and do everything from body shop, ceramic coatings, window tinting, spray, and bedliners and more at renewyourauto.com. Yes, if you're watching on the video stream, I have my annoying Nebraska basketball jacket on. You have called this annoying before.
Juvenile.
Not annoying, juvenile.
It's a cousin of annoying, right? Juvenile, annoying.
Yes.
I'm wearing it for a reason because yesterday Nebraska basketball was completely dead in the water. They were down 7-0 off the bat. They were down at halftime 36-21, and it grew to 20 points early in the second half, which almost led me. I was close to turning off the TV. I did not say I have to watch the whole game. I got to report in the game. I got to give thoughts in the game. And at that point, Nebraska started chipping back, and then they got the lead late in the game, and they hold on to beat Northwestern 68-64 in a game. Like I said, they trailed in the second half by 20 points. It was a stunning turnaround, and I still sit here today stunned that they won that basketball game. It makes no sense on some of the numbers you see here how they came back and won that game. Sip, you watched the entire game.
Yeah, it was 41-21. What Jake's talking about, Bill, 41-21 with 19:15 left to play. And it might have been their worst first half, or their worst half of basketball this season.
They looked horrible in the first half.
Yeah.
Horrible.
So I don't know. I mean, I think what you would say that Nebraska locked in on defense. Well, how about this? I look what Robin wrote. Robin Washington. Nebraska locked in on defense. They finished possessions on the glass, and they hit 5 of their 6 3-pointers after halftime. And the two main veterans, Juwan Gary and Bryce Williams, were fabulous down the stretch. So was Mia, by the way.
He was good.
Braxton
Mia had a great game.
I think that the two veterans scored 15 of the last 20. So there you go.
It just says further again how important the combo of Bryce Williams and Juwan Gary are. Bryce is the best player on the team, but Juwan Gary, if he's off in a game, Nebraska's not winning the game. He's got to be at least respectable, and he was in this game.
It's true.
And Bryce goes for 21, Juwan for 17, Mia goes for 10, and that was enough to overcome a 20-point deficit. It was a stunning result.
Yes, Williams and Gary absolutely scored 15 of the final 20. And Williams and Gary scored 28 of Nebraska's 47 second half points. So 47 second half points. Now, you're going to kill me, Bill, for saying this. It's fine. And it wasn't like I texted it.
Am I going to push back?
It's just a haughty thing for someone to say, Jake and Bill. I thought they could come back. I was like, this game's not over.
I never thought it was over. I even texted halftime, we win by 8, missed it by 4. I said, I go, we'll win by 8. I felt it was Washington all over again because I felt from just even though the deficit was real, the talent on the other side of the court wasn't. Northwestern's best 2 players were out,
right?
And some things went. Nebraska had played horrific, and but when it was 20, yeah, that's a stretch. But like I said, then finally they started to play. The game was almost identical to Washington, except for Northwestern's not as good as Washington.
No, here's the thing. Even at 20, see what happened. Northwestern got up 20, but that is Nebraska. That's when Nebraska immediately started chipping in. And then what you see at that point, it became very evident quickly. Northwestern would begin to start playing not to lose. They're not very good anyway. And when they start playing not to lose, they're not good at all. So I'm not taking away from the comeback at all. It's a great comeback. It's a quad one.
Great comeback. Absolutely.
The reason why I started doubting any sort of comeback is that they scored the first 5 points in the second half. It was 15-point deficit, and then it's 5-0 off the bat. Oh, here we go.
No, you can't do
great
that.
adjustments at halftime, Nebraska, but they did chip away.
Yeah, you got. I mean, the one thing that me and Bill could preach to you because we're older, I guess, is just sometimes just got to be patient. You're not going to get it all back at once. It's going to be It's going to be hard.
I watched the whole game. I was patient to a certain extent.
You weren't patient.
Quit.
You were not patient.
Jake,
you were not patient at all.
You were not patient, Jake. No, you weren't.
I was not patient.
Jake,
I watched the whole game.
Just because you watched the game doesn't mean you're patient. That's no.
When Bryce missed the free throw late, which was odd, you said it's over, and you were there was an expletive, and it was ugly.
I did say that to you. I said
at one point in time, Jake, you mentioned that the team should walk back to Lincoln.
I did say though. I said that, and you know what? At that moment, I stand by saying that they were down 20. I said they should walk back.
He said the team needs to walk back to Lincoln. They should not be allowed any sort of travel. They should have to walk back. In this wind chill, that's very dangerous.
And all we're doing, we're not picking on you. We're just illustrating that your lack of patience. You are not patient.
I've seen that.
We weren't behind 20 to Auburn, Jake. We weren't playing Auburn and down 20. That would be a different feel.
That's the problem, though, Bill. You could accept that Auburn's really good, Northwestern's not. I've seen this story at Northwestern too many times before. They play an average to bad Wildcats team and lose, and you're the better team. And Nebraska was the better team. It just took them forever to figure out that yesterday, but they pulled out and win. This is the stat that blows my mind, that Nebraska overcame this on the road and won this game.
Okay.
Number one, they were out rebounded by 19.
Yeah.
At Northwestern.
Yeah.
And how about Northwestern had 23 offensive rebounds. Nebraska had 5, and Nebraska comes back and scores 47 points in the second half with the Wildcats getting 23 offensive boards. That is an insane number for any team. Any team.
Agreed.
It is.
Agreed.
Also, they took 27 more shots than Nebraska in this game.
Yeah, and we shouldn't, for the sake of balance, Bill, we should not act like this is a routine occurrence. This is Nebraska's biggest comeback in the Big Ten era.
Correct.
And it's Nebraska's largest comeback since the 96-97 season. I don't know who that was against, but we're talking 30 years now. So that's kind of defending Jake a little bit. It's not.
The part with the numbers and that when it went to 20, I'm like, that's going to be hard because, I mean, they get a couple more hoops, a few stops, really hard to overcome. But like I said, it's still just the meltdown it's fun, guys. I'm telling you, Breakers, you're missing it. It's a lot of fun.
You should see me
live stream.
Elizabeth was not happy. She's like, would you just calm down? I said, no, I can't calm down. I'm very angry right now. I'm upset, but this is the performance we're watching. We set time aside to watch this basketball game, and they're playing like crap. But they overcame it.
We set time aside.
Yes. Now
set time aside. Well, you've been on a 2-day bender, Jake. You'd eaten yourself into just pure gluttony, and then you couldn't move.
Furthermore, in terms of why this is also more impressive, saw this. Nebraska is the first team to overcome a 20-point deficit on the road in the Big Ten and win in 7 years.
It's pretty good.
This has not happened in the conference in 7 years.
Explain to Bill and me, how is this a quad one win?
So if you win on the road against a team with an NET of 1-75,
okay,
that is a quad one win. Northwestern was in the low 60s, I believe.
Okay.
So because their record stinks. I mean, they're 13-13. They're 4-11 in conference play. I don't know why they're still in the top 75 of the net, but they have no chance beyond winning the conference tournament of making the dance. But
they don't. There's a chance they don't get into the conference tournament.
True. Yeah,
I think they're out right now, aren't they?
let's
I think if the season ended right now, they'd be out.
Let's confirm.
Well, Jake is confirming that Ty Berry's a good player for
He is
them.
good.
He had 23 points, and Martinelli's good. Those two guys are good.
Where did Barry end up? Because there was a time, because I was listening to the game. I didn't watch the game. I listened to the game as I was driving. And there was a time in the end of the second quarter, end of the first half, that Barry just missed like 6 shots in a row.
So he
started off very hot.
23. He made 6 threes. He made 7 field goals in total in the game. He was 7 of 18 shooting. But yeah, he went cold for a stretch there beyond his very, very hot start to the game. He had 23, as well as Nick Martinelli, who also had 23 points.
Martinelli took 25 shots. He was 11 of 25. Those two guys are good, though. Nicholson's really, really.
Matthew Nicholson.
Yeah, the center is really, what's the kind of word to say? I mean, he did have 12 rebounds, but he's really challenged offensively. They're just not very good. They're not very good. I mean,
but I think if they have Brooks Barnheiser and the other guy that's
then they're pretty good.
I mean, Martinelli is second in the conference in scoring.
Mm-hmm.
He's got 19.5 points a game. He's really, he scores a lot.
He's good.
And Ty Berry again had a rough stretch, but he's a good player too.
Yeah.
So if they have the 2 guys that are hurt, that team should be at least middle of the pack. And right now, I just checked, they are second to last in the conference with that record.
You are
4-11.
You are correct in your frustration, losing to that team by 20. Being down by 20, I understand your frustration. I do. And I hate when I say they're not very good, because it seems like you're taking away from the win. Anytime you win in the Big Ten on the road, especially being down 20, it's a strong flex by Nebraska. It's again quad 1 win. That's 6 quad 1 wins, which is can we say an incredible number?
Yes. That's
an incredible number.
I mean, if you look at bracketology again today, Nebraska's seen as anywhere from a 9 to 10 seed. It could be a 9 seed with that. If Penn State's next up, and they're dead last in the conference. They have lost a ton of games in a row. They've lost 7 straight games. They're 3-12 in conference play. They're 13-13 overall. So they're not good at all. I mean, this is setting up for Nebraska to do the deed, make the dance.
Yeah. It is.
They're 17-9 overall, 7-8 in conference play, and this was the game again. If you lose that, you say, "Okay, here we go.
More pressure.
Here comes the slide for Nebraska."
Yeah,
but no.
Maybe. I mean, it wouldn't have been an end all. It wasn't. You could survive it, but it would have put pressure on you. So now they got Penn State.
Yes.
So that should be win number what? 18?
It should be
18.
That would be 18. Yes.
Okay. Then Michigan at home.
Tough game.
Yeah.
Michigan's 12-2 in conference play. They beat Ohio State yesterday.
I'm going to take Michigan, so stay at 18.
Yep.
Then Minnesota and Lincoln, that's 19. You should get 19.
Win that.
Yeah. At Ohio State, I like Ohio State there.
An L.
So then Iowa coming to Lincoln on March 9th. That should be win number 20.
You should beat Iowa.
That should be win number 20.
They should get to 20. Should.
And then you're in, right?
I think at 20 wins, Nebraska is hands down in the dance. Hands down. No questions asked. No nervousness on Selection Sunday. You are in the dance.
You can beat Michigan, but Bill's probably watched them. The thing about Michigan is they got 2 really good bigs. I mean, 2 really good bigs that play well together. Danny Wolf, and I can't say the other guy's name, but they're both good. Michigan's number 1 in the Big Ten. Right? They're atop the standings in the Big Ten.
Got them on the road. I mean, got them at home, so that's a great situation. So yeah, they're Nebraska. The remaining part of this schedule is that's not daunting.
No.
It's not.
Should be okay. You don't know. Oh, I mean, the one thing you wonder right now is when are you getting Burke back?
Yeah, didn't play, of course, yesterday. I don't think he's going to play against Penn State. There's a chance potentially against Michigan he comes back, is what early rumors are on that injury. Okay. Not for sure, but there's a chance.
You're hearing that on the
inside.
But
I don't believe he's back against Penn State, but we'll see if that changes.
You're hearing that on the inside?
Yes.
Michigan?
So you have an inside source.
Kind of inside.
Jake, is that true?
I mean, it's kind of been a pretty popular rumor out there that's what he's looking at for, is potentially if he comes back.
I know myself and Sipple mentioned that, and then Robin had already written that. So,
yeah,
but
so
it appears as if Jake, though, has another source that we're unaware of.
we're on the
There's
same
someone that
page
you're
here,
texting on the
okay.
side, Jake. You're not telling us about.
I think
Well,
Who is that?
I'm confirming your guys' assessment or your thoughts.
I don't. I think there's more to the story.
No,
Is it Jay?
no, it's not Jay.
Breakers, please text in. Name names, Jake.
Mole
Name
here.
names.
No,
Michigan will be a monster game on a Monday night. But
Michigan's won 6 straight games, by the way.
Ooh,
They're 20-5, and they're 12-2 in conference play.
how about that? So, but first things first, Penn State on Wednesday on the road. Bill, 5:30 p.m.
Hey, I like
tip-off.
that. That's good.
Yes.
None of these 8 o'clock tips or 9:30. I mean, they played.
You want to see I listened, which is pretty cool. When you listen as you're driving to the game, you get to select the Northwestern or the Nebraska audio. So I selected Nebraska audio. Was fun, but I didn't get to see it. What did the crowd look like? Because I think the Penn State one might top a couple ones that are coming. We might see 40 people at a Division I basketball game at Penn State.
They
never showed the crowd that much
Not
in the
much.
game. Maybe that was intentionally. They didn't want to.
Yeah, they don't. I mean, Northwestern in the situation they're in on a Sun, I guarantee you there was a solid maybe 1,500. That'd be tops, I would think.
I don't know. It was hard to tell. Penn State, they played Saturday at home, and it didn't look like a bad crowd. It didn't look terrible, but they had some kind of marketing ploy where people were wearing different colored shirts, like all different colors. So it maybe that helped. It's not going to be. It's not going to be playing in Rupp Arena.
How do you think? How do you think it was marketed? It's like, hey, wear crazy shirts, guys. Get in here. It'll be fun.
Well, it was something coordinated, clearly. But I don't know what it was. But the crowd wasn't bad. I didn't think the crowd was terrible at Northwestern.
Well, it was alumni day. They had some.
Oh.
They had Boo Boo. He was back. Who was there for 14 years as a Wildcat. Felt like 14 years, and so they got to see that horrific blown lead. So they were celebrating. Hey, we're up by 20. What a great day! And they lose the game on alumni day. Typical Northwestern basketball.
Very typical. Kind of typical Nebraska basketball. I mean, it is what it is, and it's a quad 1 win needed, and they got it. And now you
know what's odd though is that again, people always say that on the road, hey, the home team gets the calls. I mean, look at the free throw disparity of this game. Nebraska shot 28 free throws. Northwestern shot 8 in this game on the road. And by the way, free throws were very important down the stretch. Braxton Mia made a big free throw. Bryce made several big. He missed the one I got mad about, but he made the big ones after that.
Mia has made 7 of his last 8 free throws. Braxton Mia, a 44% free throw shooter going into yesterday, has made 7 of his last 8. I don't know what's happened. He looks good at the line. Mia, by the way, played very well in this game.
10 points, 7 rebounds, and 23 minutes off the bench.
2 blocks. A couple big he had a couple big baskets late.
Big dunks.
Yeah.
He has to dunk. He can't shoot. It's got to be either a layup or a dunk, because if it's anything outside of 2 feet, he's not making the shot. Unless it's a free throw, apparently now.
Forceful around.
I saw him, by the way, in warm-ups against Maryland. I saw him make 3 straight 3-pointers. About fell out of my chair. So I know he's got that in his game. He can make shots from the outside, or at least beyond the rim. He's just never going to take it.
I think it's gigantic for Nebraska that he's playing with confidence down the stretch. Just hold the line, get Penn State, get that win taken care of, then get Burke back. Then they can be scary. But as you know, they can also crap the bed.
All I could think of when the score went to 20, I guess simple, just 52 years. Just 52 years.
Why?
That's all I could think
Why
of like
do
that.
I do this?
Yeah.
Why do I care?
Bill, it's been that long for you two. It's amazing.
Oh, it is. Yeah. The difference is though, you've been in state for every one of them.
True.
You've covered every one of them. You probably either watched the game or listened to the game on almost every game.
Almost every game, yeah.
You were very alert to what was going on, where I was checked out for a long time, just being at multiple other schools around the country.
52 years. Easy. I mean, it's conservative. I mean,
If you think you've been through it, what about Pavelka?
Oh, God.
Oh, he's the one calling. Yeah, I feel so bad for him. He's been on the mic forever.
Well, he's
just
doing what
waiting
he loves.
He's waiting for his one tournament win.
He's doing what he loves.
Give me that win.
We're a little different in that whole thing, Jake. One tournament win's not going to do that much for me. I want to see a run.
Yeah, for Pavelka, I think that he'll call it good with that. He love a run also, but he's called games through this entire time of just pain and misery and lack of success. I think he would settle for one, wanting more, but you know what? I can retire someday knowing I didn't go 0 for in my career.
Yeah, they wanted
of
to
calling Nebraska in the tournament.
You might be
That
right.
comeback win yesterday may be what may have gotten Jake just out of a situation, because a loss there would have put Nebraska in line for an 11 versus 11.
Yep.
Field of 68.
The old 11 versus 11.
Oh, they would have been in that spot. That's what they'd been looking at.
We need to avoid that so badly. I don't want to be in that playing game.
You don't.
No.
You're in the tournament.
I want.
No, we're not doing
this.
We're not.
We are not bringing that up again.
No.
When it comes that time, if we get to it, we can discuss that. But right now, I don't want any part of that game at all.
The stool wouldn't go to that game.
No, we're not going to Dayton. We're not going to freaking.
Why would
Dayton.
we not go to that?
We're not going. We go to the actual tournament, Bill, not the play in the tournament.
Jake, I believe, was it UCLA went all the way to the Final Four?
Yes.
From the
right.
Did that count then?
I would have gone when they had went to the round of 64. Say, congrats, you made the field. Let's go watch that game now. It's a playing game.
Well, we'll see what.
Huskers win 68-64 at Northwestern. 20-point comeback in the second half. Now 17-9 overall, 7-8 in conference play, and a big win. 6 quad 1 wins now for Nebraska basketball.
That's a remarkable number.
It is. When we come back, another impressive performance. Nebraska baseball goes to the desert. You got one more game to go, but they're 2-1. We'll wrap up what has been a good start to the season next, an early break in the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Are you facing a legal problem and don't know where to turn? You need trial attorneys you can trust. Liberty Law Group's experienced trial attorneys will handle your case with professionalism and compassion. Whether you have been accused of a crime, injured in an accident, or threatened with a lawsuit, you can trust that Liberty Law will be there for you. Call for a free consultation and find out how Liberty Law can protect your rights and interests. That's 877-42-LIBERTY, 877-42-LIBERTY, or visit libertylawnebraska.com. Liberty Law Group. Trial attorneys you can trust.
Give your furnace a break with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows. Heartland of Nebraska Windows offers a free estimate, full window replacements, all vinyl triple pane windows, and a lifetime warranty of everything, while still keeping their prices affordable. Sounds too good to be true, right? Heartland of Nebraska Windows is locally and family owned with their own team of installers. Give the window experts at Heartland of Nebraska Windows a call today at 402-430-3852 or visit them online at heartlandofnebraskawindows.com. Elevate your home or business with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows today. Wrestling fans, it's time to elevate your game, just like Stevens & Smith Construction does for your concrete needs. As your full-service concrete contractor, we deliver solid results every time. From singles to doubles, fighting for inside position to scrambling reversals, we know how to pin down quality and slam expectations. Stevens & Smith Construction, a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket, where Husker wrestlers bring you all the action. Don't stall. Stevens & Smith Construction is here to help you build a concrete foundation for the win. Check us out at www.stevensandsmith.com because stalling is a penalty and winning is the only option.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio, video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between, we'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
What's better than supporting your favorite radio station and eating delicious Nebraska-made products? Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska wants to highlight you, the listener, on the 93.7 The Ticket Wall of Fame at the store. Stop by the store at 48th and R in Lincoln and see their huge variety of small batch gourmet jerky. Or if you're not in the area and want to try some, go to smokinggunjerky.com and enter code EARLY for 10% off your purchase. It's the ultimate low-calorie, high-protein snack at Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today: snow likely throughout the day. It'll be breezy and cold with a high of just 6 above. Tonight, chance of snow. It'll be cold with a low of 7 below. And tomorrow, snow likely throughout the day with continued cold temperatures, a high of just 1 above. I'm meteorologist Kyle Tucker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Advanced Medical Imaging is the largest radiology group in Nebraska, located in Lincoln at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard. At Advanced Medical Imaging, they utilize state-of-the-art technology and blend it together with their compassionate, skilled team to guide you through every step. Whether it's an MRI, CT scan, or X-ray, their precise diagnostics help your doctor deliver the best care plan for you. Choose clarity and comfort in your life by choosing Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard and online at amimaging.com.
Bundle up, bring your crew, and make this winter one for the books with Bachfest at Beer House. Enjoy winter brews that will tangle with your taste buds, polka dancing, games like Hammerschlagen, Stein Stamina, and much more. Bach beer will be flowing, and sausages and pretzels will be available for purchase. Doors open at 11 a.m., and the party goes outside until 6 p.m. before moving inside. VIP tickets are $75, but just $5 gets you in the door. Buy your tickets today at beerhousene.com for this Saturday's Bachfest.
Attention! For the entire month of February, Acres has John Deere packaged oil and filters for 15% off. John Deere engineers its oil filters specifically for large ag equipment and commercial and residential mowers. With premium materials, these filters meet the unique demands of your farm and acreage. Following a strict maintenance routine with premium John Deere oil and filters ensures your equipment will run efficiently for years. Visit your local Acres store to start shopping today.
We're on the air.
Back
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
to more of Early Break
Simple, you are an idiot.
on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Segment 2 is always sponsored by our friends at Beck's Hybrids. Farmers know that volume discounts are a major factor in ordering seed, and oftentimes discounts are lost buying from multiple brands, but Beck's has the most diverse lineup in the marketplace. Go to beckshybrids.com for a full farm quote, and always remember the 3 F's: faith, family, and farming. Today we're shouting out Laney Stukenholtz at Stukenholtz Farms in Nebraska City. Call Laney's team at 402-414-7515, part of the Beck's Hybrids team at Stukenholtz Farms in Nebraska City.
They're welcoming this snow. I know that. Bex is fired up.
Are they?
They should be.
Oh, yeah. Very excited. Very excited. Moisture. We needed this for the mushrooms and for the corn, Steve. Mushrooms and corn.
Okay.
We needed this snow.
Is it snowing up there where you're at?
I have not put my head outside. It's below zero. I do know that.
Smart.
Very frigid. But we're on the cusp here. This swath is going kind of right through the middle of the state, kind of crossways across the state. So there will be some snow here, but And then Lincoln's kind of on the cusp. If it turns a little bit, Lincoln may go from that 5 to maybe it could be a 7-inch situation.
Let's not talk about that.
Weatherman Bill here.
That was good though. That was a good report. It's still snowing here.
I mean, that's kind of hard right now, actually.
The wind's not a major factor. It's very pretty out. It's like a snow globe.
It's a Hallmark movie, Bill.
It's a Hallmark movie. It's exactly what it is. Everything's going great for everybody. Yes.
Yeah.
And if they're going to have a setback, they're still in a very nice house in the mountains with cookies being baked.
And the woman runs a gift shop.
Yes, a very nice gift shop. And then with a heavy heart, and then all of a sudden, someone comes into the gift shop. And it just happens to be, a man with nice hair. Yes. Yeah, probably about 46 years old, been through some things. Yes, widowed. Yep.
Widowed.
Yeah.
But trying.
Eye contact is made, and then there'll be some sort of local fundraiser where they all end up at.
Let's write our own script.
Yes. Imagine Hallmark, the 3-legged stool on a Hallmark movie.
Oh, I can't imagine it. It's hard.
We could do that pretty easily. The script would be interesting, right? The whole hour and a half.
One brief thing I wanted to hit on quickly, if I could. Okay. One thing that amazes me the most by sport is NASCAR. The fact that their number one race, the Daytona 500, the number one thing you want to win, that is your Super Bowl, is the first event of the year.
Yeah.
That's mind-blowing to me. Completely mind-blowing to me that happened.
Probably explain it to you. Man, it's a well-attended event. Trump was there.
Yeah.
Trump was on the radio, on the car.
He was the pace car.
Yeah, and he was speaking to the guys on their radios. It was amazing. He said, "This is your favorite president." He did. I got the audio. He said, "This is your favorite president."
That's amazing. As he's the pace car for the Daytona 500, talking to all the drivers behind him like that. Just
it's incredible.
Oh, anyway, that freaks me out. It freaks me out just to be like, just imagine if the first game next year is, whoever, it's Georgia, Texas for the national championship. And then from that time on, we'll play it out and see who finishes,
the other national championship.
The other national, you'll have 2 national champions, the opener and the finish one. It blows my mind.
Okay. All right, go to new baseball.
Husker baseball. We're going to highlight Greg Sharp next segment. So again, it was a very emotional weekend for Nebraska baseball with the passing of Greg Sharp. But
it was.
But Nebraska, despite a 10-5 loss in their first game on Friday to UC Irvine, has bounced back incredibly since that. They beat 16th ranked Vanderbilt 6-4. By the way, Gabe Swanson, all 6 RBIs for Nebraska in that game. Huskers win Saturday night 6-4 against 16th ranked Vanderbilt. And yesterday, 13-0 over San Diego State in Scottsdale. Nebraska 2-1 in the season. And in this in the game against Vanderbilt, Beatrice native Tucker Timmerman he was pitching. He took a 106-mile-per-hour liner off the face and left the game, but stuck around in the dugout for the celebration with a massive bruise and probably laceration around his eye area. That's toughness right there.
Toughed it out.
Off the face. Said, I'm not going to the locker room. I'm not going to, I'm sticking around with the boys. Take me out of the game. It's fine. I'm sticking around for the party, which he did.
Tough dudes.
Remember Timmerman.
Do you guys remember Gabe Swanson from last year?
I just said his name. I said he had 6 RBIs.
I know. Do you remember him? Do you remember him from
Jake remembers him then.
I do, yes.
Do you remember him from what he do last year?
He was very good in the postseason, the Big Ten tournament specifically.
Game-winning double in the Big Ten championship games. Do you remember him in the Stillwater Regional?
He was good there also.
4 home runs in the Stillwater Regional.
4 home runs.
He's from somewhere. I don't know where Johnston, Iowa is. That's where he's from. You would know, being from Iowa.
I don't know where that is.
Jake, you grew up in Iowa.
Don't act like you don't know.
Say Johnston.
Yeah, don't exactly.
Is there a T in there?
It's Johnston, Iowa.
I don't know where that's at.
You know exactly.
I don't know where Johnston, Iowa is.
You've probably been there.
Nope, I don't believe so.
You've lived there for a third of your life, Jake.
About a third. Just shy of a third.
Gabe Swanson, huge. I mean, he had. I think he had a 2-run single last night. He did. So he was huge in the win against Vandy. Then had a 2-run single against last night against San Diego State. So
Yes.
he's off to a good start. Ty Horn was the winner. He was the winning pitcher against Vandy. And then last night, Will Walsh. Do you remember Will Walsh
Yes.
from last year?
He was a very good pitcher. 7 innings last night. Shutout
Right.
baseball for Will Walsh. And he was great last season.
Will Walsh against Indiana in the elimination game went the distance last year in the Big Ten tournament. So Will Walsh carried some momentum over.
As you could imagine, Nebraska fans who are, they're fans. We know that. They're freaked out. Oh, first game, 10-5, overrated. Here we go again. No, they bounced back.
Not
with
everybody's
2 wins.
like you.
I didn't say that. I was calm. I said it's one game. It's one game. It's one game. They bounced back and had 2 nice wins. They played Grand Canyon today to wrap up their 4 games in Arizona.
Bill would be interested in Max Butenbach, 4 RBI last night against San Diego State. That's Ben's son, Bill. Lincoln Southeast. There's some Lincoln Southeast players on this team that are pretty good. Max being one of them. Max Butenbach. I think the catcher that started for the first time last night is from Lincoln Southeast too.
If you come out of this 3-1, that would be a great start. And the most amazing part about being 3-1 would be the one loss. It'd be the one loss you probably wouldn't have predicted.
True. Okay, so get to know these guys. Okay,
give us some names, Sip.
The first collegiate start at catcher, Will Jeske made his first collegiate start at catcher. He's a Lincoln Southeast grad. They have some Lincoln kids on this team. So Jeske, he must have played pretty well last night. Max Butenbach is a critical player. That's again Ben Butenbach. Bill, I think Ben Butenbach has a national title ring in 1997. I think he was on that team. Do you remember him at all?
I believe that's correct, but I believe that is correct.
I remember him. He was a linebacker. He was a good linebacker. He was a backup linebacker, but he was a tough kid. So his son's doing well. I like to get these shout outs to Lincoln guys.
I do as well. Thank you.
Lincoln
this is
guys.
great that you're doing that.
Lincoln guys. Not that the other guys are important too. And I think Gabe Swanson has all Big Ten written all over him right now. He's off to an incredible start.
I also want to give one shout out before we get to break.
Please.
I didn't watch any of it. Nebraska softball. They just Bill, these scores this weekend, you're gonna freak out.
They were remarkable.
They played a tournament and they went 5-0, and they beat Texas A&M Corpus Christi 20-1 in 5 innings in one of these games of the tournament. They beat New Mexico State 7-0, I believe, in one of these games. 10-0. They beat Montana 13-4, 13-5. They beat Northern Colorado 10-0. I mean, they just pounded. They beat Montana again, 16-3 in the second game.
20 homers. 20
That's
home runs
in the first
in 5 games.
Yeah, 20 home runs.
That's ridiculous.
Outscored opponents 69-9. 20 home runs, 62 hits, 5 consecutive run rule wins.
That's pretty solid.
Yeah.
20 home runs in 5 games.
20 home runs doesn't happen very
Getting it done. So good weekend on the diamond.
Can I throw a little more baseball trivia at you?
Please, Bill, go ahead.
Please.
I just happened to pick up on this on social media. The game got called in the 7th inning because of rule run, but Rhode Island, a big win over William and Mary, 36-22 in
nice.
7 innings.
Nice.
36-22. Rhode Island in the 5th scored 17. They scored 17 runs in the 5th. Final score 36-22 in the 7th inning. The game had a chance to go be like a 51-50 final score.
Imagine scoring 22 runs in a baseball game and losing by
14.
14.
And getting run ruled.
I want to see the box scores.
Can you imagine what is the dugout like when you gave up 17? 17 runs.
Guys, I don't know. We got this. Let's go.
Hey! Turn 2. Turn 2 plays at second.
I want some highlights of that game. We need to see some just the box score.
That was crazy.
Got away from him.
When we come back, song of the day and a Monday version of Bill's Thrills is next on
The
Early
Thrills.
Break on
The Thrills.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Healing the heart takes heart. Our dedicated team of cardiac experts is here for you with breakthrough treatments for serious conditions and expert advice for living longer with a healthier heart. We bring healing care to our community with over 90 cardiology specialists and subspecialists and more than 50 locations across Nebraska, Southwest Iowa, and northern Kansas. Find out how we heal hearts with heart, starting with yours at chihealth.com/heart.
Not many businesses can say they've made it 60 years, but Madsen's Bowling and Billiards can. With 12 bowling lanes and the biggest pool room in Nebraska, where else would you go to enjoy an afternoon or evening? There's great daily specials like $2 Tuesdays. Games of bowling, shoe rental, draft beers, and tacos, all just $2 each. Have a delicious burger at EJ's Lounge before or after your bowling or pool session, and you'll leave satisfied. Madsen's Bowling and Billiards at 47th and Dudley.
What's better than supporting your favorite radio station and eating delicious Nebraska-made products? Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska wants to highlight you, the listener, on the 93.7 The Ticket Wall of Fame at the store. Stop by the store at 48th and R in Lincoln and see their huge variety of small batch gourmet jerky. Or if you're not in the area and want to try some, go to smokinggunjerky.com and enter code EARLY for 10% off your purchase. It's the ultimate low-calorie, high-protein snack at Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska.
Are you a skilled mechanic looking for your next big opportunity? Constructors is hiring. We're looking for experienced mechanics to join our family-owned team. We offer competitive wages, great benefits, brand new service trucks, OEM-level diagnostic software, and career growth opportunities. Positions include lead and A-level mechanics for our shop and multiple field technicians. If you're driven and ready to grow with a company that's been around since 1908, apply today at constructorslincoln.com.
You hungry? You know you are. We got chicken fingers, crunchy, fries are golden crispy, baby. Yo, don't forget about the cane sauce, baby. Ooh, it hits the spot. Hello.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and on behalf of the entire Koppel team, we would like to say thank you to all of our loyal customers and employees that have allowed us to become one of the most successful GM dealerships in the country for the past 50 years. So we are celebrating that with some huge discounts. Right now, we have up to $13,500 off MSRP or 0% APR on select new models, and new Blazer EVs are leasing for $279 a month with zero down. So check us out online at koppelcars.com. All deals with approved credit. See dealer for details.
Garage doors can break down or quit working at the worst times. At Doors Plus, they understand that a broken garage sometimes means repair and not replace. Sometimes, all you need to make your door like new again is a few bolts, realignment, or even a new balance. Trust the pros at Doors Plus to handle your garage door repair the right way so you can get on with your busy schedule. Visit them online at doorsplusllc.com or give them a call at 402-590-5800.
Attention! For the entire month of February, Acres has John Deere packaged oil and filters for 15% off. John Deere engineers its oil filters specifically for large ag equipment and commercial and residential mowers. With premium materials, these filters meet the unique demands of your farm and acreage. Following a strict maintenance routine with premium John Deere oil and filters ensures your equipment will run efficiently for years. Visit your local Acres store to start shopping today.
Shopping for new flooring is different today. Getting your questions answered, making the right selection, getting the best value, and installed quickly and professionally. Visit ostreetcarpet.com or shop our store. We'll answer all your questions and help you make the right choice. You'll be enjoying your new floor in just days for less than you'd pay elsewhere. Carpet, vinyl, wood, laminate, tile, and area rugs. We've got it all.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
What's going on, fans? This is Lexi Rodriguez, four-time All-American at Nebraska and now proud member of Omaha's newest professional team, Love Omaha Volleyball. League One Volleyball is bringing the heat this year. Don't miss your chance to see Olympians, national players, and national champions right here in Omaha from now through April. We can't wait to see you cheering us on in the stands. Visit lovboma.com to buy single match tickets to see me and Love Omaha Volleyball in action this season. Go Big Green!
Advanced Medical Imaging is the largest radiology group in Nebraska, located in Lincoln at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard. At Advanced Medical Imaging, they utilize state-of-the-art technology and blend it together with their compassionate, skilled team to guide you through every step. Whether it's an MRI, CT scan, or X-ray, their precise diagnostics help your doctor deliver the best care plan for you. Choose clarity and comfort in your life by choosing Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard and online at amimaging.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. You love to bash his sports takes.
Now, will you feel like an idiot if you're
No,
a big tough?
never feel like an
If
idiot.
you're a big tough guy this morning,
But you really love to voice your displeasure for his music choices.
stumbled on an issue that I did not think would generate this much passion and discussion.
It's time for Jake's questionable song of the day on Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We can't wait to see you cheering us on in the stands. Visit lovboma.com to buy single match tickets to see me and Love Omaha Volleyball in action this season. Go Big Green!
Monday by the Mamas and the Papas in 1966.
Once again, your song of the day from 1966, Monday by the Mamas and the Papas. 464-568-5. 1 is bad, 10 is good. Text your rating on the Sauter Heyman Jewelers song of the day.
Man, Jake, how about you? Major surprise. I mean, just out of the box.
That is a surprise of all surprises, and I did have it on the app so I could listen to the song.
Good job, Bill. Get your Bills in Creighton today at Shindy's and Tamara's.
At the kitchen table with the piano behind him. With the piano behind him, of course. So we see it.
Very nice.
He's not tickling the ivories yet. Shin Daddy's not awake yet to tickle the ivories, apparently.
Yeah. It's President's Day.
He's off today. Sleep it in.
President's Day. What is the deal with Well, we'll get to that later. I don't even know what to say. That song is exquisite. It's gorgeous. It's a gorgeous song. It's not. I can't say it's like one of my favorite songs, but I appreciate the art so much. And I appreciate Jake surprising us with a song from 1966. The Mamas and the Papas have several incredible songs. That's probably one of their top 5 songs for sure. 9.1.
Bill.
It was almost as if Steve Sipple was speaking for me. He nailed everything with the artistry. Not one of my, probably not. I said,
artistry.
Not one of my favorites, but so well done. Like that, just that little every other day. Oh, I just love that.
Yeah.
So he's saying that part.
Oh, I love that part. It was just, and Jake hit it so far out of the park on a really good by you, Jake. That last thing I'm thinking of, so Mamas and Papas probably from 1966. No, I'm gonna go with it 84421. 84421. Yeah, and I think Ellie's going to be low. She's going to be like a 601.
601.
7.8 from Ellie.
Okay, quite a bit higher.
Ellie's keeping the hood up today, Bill.
Farley gave it a 0.
Ellie's hood.
So the hood's up and it's been up the whole day.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very cold.
She's going.
So she's not embracing President's Day at all then.
Not the
I
snow.
suppose not. Come on, Ellie.
Yeah,
Doesn't like the
Ellie,
snow.
that's not right.
Ellie does not like the
disrespectful.
snow.
It's President's Day. We just saw the president leading the car of the Daytona
NASCAR.
500.
Yes, he did. Sip showed me the audio of that, by the way, during the break. It was glorious. It really was.
And in fact, Bill, Trump did say the words, "This is your favorite president."
He did say that. That was his first words.
I just texted you guys that. I just sent that in the text 2 minutes ago.
Such an odd thing to say.
This is your favorite president.
Okay,
As he's in the pace car.
He's in the pace car.
Scores
He's
before
in the pace car talking to the drivers.
Okay, some scores here. Bill and Bennett, a 2 on that one.
2.
John in Southeast Lincoln says that's a moldy oldie, a 3. Didn't like that one.
Okay, so far not good.
Rod,
Not good.
10 from Rod. Sandmaster and KC, 4.1. So again, not high scores. Scott and Bancroft, 8.22. Who in Columbus?
Bert.
6.
Good.
That wasn't bad from afar. That was pretty good.
Bill handled that well.
Guilt Nerd, 6.8. Sean in Omaha says 3.1. I want to go back to bed after that song.
Well, go ahead. It's President's Day.
Yeah, take the day off, Sean.
You're probably off anyways to do it.
Mike and Dalton, 8. Pete in Chattanooga. Why would he be listening to the show from Chattanooga?
2 guys from Chattanooga.
9. Lyle in Omaha, 8. Sanderson says better times, 8 on that one.
Better times.
Jennifer, 9. Hubby, 7.
Ooh.
Wow.
Interesting.
They're back. They're back.
That brought back memories to those guys.
Yep.
Chet in Nebraska City says 8.99. Professor Rick, not Heyman, different Rick, 9.6.
Scores are good now.
Nomad Brad, 8.67. Vincent Napa chimes in, 8.4.
Vince, great to hear from you. Delivering water.
Yep. Sean and DeWitt, 5.5. And that someone says that's a low T score. That's Mark from Cook says 4.2 on that one.
Yeah, I don't know.
Can't forget YouTube. Jacob, 6.6. Troy is 7. Nels in Montana, 7.5. BWD is 7. Chris P, 6.2. Genghis, 7.9. Better time.
Genghis Corn.
Mr. Blitzkrieg says 8.6. Joe, Smoking Gun Joe, 7.5.
Joe.
And there's your song of the day rating here.
Monday.
Da-da.
Very stately. Bill. Very stately.
It is a little bit of a. It's kind of a. It's a little bit of a gloomer, kind of a gloomy song.
No, is it? Is it though?
It's a little bit, yeah. But I said
here,
that
so.
the sheer artistry of it was what impressed me.
It's regal. A lot of the mamas and papas songs are regal. I mean, they're just they're.
I think everyone would go for a higher score if they sat and watched and record it too, which has always been my dream for all these great songs.
Yep. If you were there sitting in the studio and they belted that out, you'd be like,
wow.
Oh, cha-ching, 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 cha-ching.
I just watched a lot of money roll in right there.
Yeah. Our futures are going to be bright.
We're set.
Yeah.
It is time, without further ado, for a Monday edition of Bill's Thrills. Let's fire it up.
The Thrills. Some call him the most interesting man in the world.
That is setting up the morel mushroom bonanza.
Oh,
yeah.
this is going to be bonanza.
Mushrooms grow better with thunder and lightning.
Others call him Coach. But to everyone else, he's Bill.
I want to get one of those military ab stimulators for us to wear during the show. You see, I sent it to you today.
It's time for Bill's Thrills on Early Break. Sponsored by Dirk, Scott, and Ty at Mid-Plains Advisors.
Yes, as always, Bill's Thrills, sponsored by Dirk, Scott, and Ty at Mid-Plains Advisors, the ATMs, the cash cows of Lincoln. Call them at 402-730-7387 for a free consultation to plan your financial future today. Bill, it is a Football Facts Monday. I know you have thoughts today. Where are you taking this for Football Facts Monday?
Well, I appreciate this. Obviously, and I spoke with Jake earlier on the subject that the lead story of the day is Greg Sharp, and I told him I was going to hit on that for Bill's Thrills, and so that's why we didn't delve as deep earlier on to that, so the listeners understand. But I thought today with Greg Sharp, I would talk about redeeming qualities, and the hundreds of amazing redeeming qualities, but I want to focus on 2 that stand out the most with Greg. A couple years ago, I had to do a eulogy at a funeral for one of my best friends, Stacy Carlstein. And I do that, and when I get up and talk, the first thing I say is the reason I'm up there is because I was her best friend.
Mhm.
And then immediately after that, I started to smile and grin because I said, I just ruffled everyone in this packed church. I just ruffled their feathers because everyone in that church thought Stacy was their best friend. And that was the skill set that she had. And that was with the skill set that Greg Sharp had. When everybody talks about him, it's always, he's my best friend. He's a great friend. There's everybody's life that he crossed. Everyone feels the exact same way about him. And that's a rare number of people that have that. And that was what I lived that, with different people, and to live that with Greg was so true because I was so fortunate to get to work with him. I got a chance to go down and he would interview me for the Wednesday night radio in different times and always talk to him at Nebraska. And again, I felt like he was one of my great friends, which will be thousands of others would feel the same way. And the other one is this is a little bit of cool parenting tips in a way, is that in the end, the only thing that you'll ever be remembered by is how you treated others and how you make others feel. And that was one of his biggest strengths that Greg could do was when you walked away from any conversation, any interaction, anything with him, it's remarkable how great you felt anytime. He just had that magic about him. And it wasn't a false magic, as obviously you guys know him well. And Steve, you know him extremely well. And like I said, I just know him from working for him at the university. But to have that kind of influence over everyone that you meet is just astounding. So obviously it was a tough loss for the Husker community and everyone's life he's ever touched. But boy, his one memory is going to be is that he just made you feel great every time you saw him. And I just want to hit on that.
Hey, thank you, Bill. That was beautiful, heartfelt. Age 61 was Greg Sharp. Battled pancreatic cancer right to the end. What a lot of people remember, and I talked to Mark Boehm on Saturday. Mark Boehm was a very close friend dating to the 80s. Hired him as a young guy, as a teenager at a small station in Kansas. And Boehm really verbalized well what I was thinking throughout the last 6 months for sure. And that is the dignity and courage and this kind of quiet strength he showed during the battle when it was really hard. It was really hard for him, but he didn't show it. And the dignity was amazing. And that's what Boehm said. What he'll remember most is the last 6 months. I'll remember his faith. I'll remember his courage to hit this thing head on. Boehm said he was in awe when he'd get together with him of the faith he showed. And the thing that Boehm said that was really striking to me was he said, what we all do as humans is try to picture ourselves in that same spot. And you just hope that you act like Greg did when your time comes, and it's going to come.
Yep.
I mean, you just hope that you handle it with as much courage, faith, dignity, strength, all of that he showed in all these months.
17 years as the voice of Nebraska.
Yes.
Football, baseball, also, of course, Husker Sports Nightly, the voice in that as well. I mean, like Bill said, you said, everybody loved Greg Sharp. Greg Sharp he felt like, as Bill said, he was your friend. I didn't really know Greg personally that well, but I felt like if I shook his hand, he'd be very kind and would talk to you. He took the time to.
I was always struck by how frank he was. I mean, and if Greg said something, if he came to you with an opinion, it mattered a lot because he came from such an informed place. I mean, so it wasn't often that he would corner me with something, but when he did, my ears perked up because it meant a lot when he would offer his opinion. And yeah, Bill, you nailed it. He was just a very respectful person. God bless
it was like I said, it was just a remark. How lucky are we to have that? And then there'll be there's thousands have the same exact feeling. So it's just obviously just the way he made everybody feel was remarkable, and then obviously with the information you had that you shared, Steve, is incredible too. So we just want to make sure we hit on him really well from the ticket, and just a honor to have been part of his life even for a brief moment.
Yes, he also, Jake, did you mention the baseball radio?
Yes,
Yeah,
baseball, football, and sports nightly.
That's where he made his mark.
Yep.
Big mark.
But
booming voice.
Again,
too.
a lot of
Booming.
people, whoever like didn't like Greg Sharp was like universally loved here at Nebraska. Sometimes you have a broadcaster like, I'm not a big fan of him. Greg Sharp, everybody spoke positively of. Everybody.
Isn't that interesting?
Everyone.
Yeah, it's not true with everybody, but it is true with Greg. And it's so, yeah, I was really struck over the weekend by the impact, by how many people I heard from. So yeah, it was sort of a difficult weekend.
RIP Greg Sharp, age 61, 17 years with Nebraska, gone far too soon. But again, a very, very respected man that people will miss dearly.
Thank you for bringing that up, Bill.
That is Bill's Thrills, sponsored by Dirk Scott and Ty at Mid Plains Advisors. Hour 2 next. Who says it's tough to win on the road in the Big Ten Conference?
Yeah, who says that?
Discuss that next. An early break in the ticket.
You love the Bash's sports takes.
Now, will you feel?
Midwest Bank is proud to be your local community bank right here in Lincoln. This is Travis with Midwest Bank, now with 2 branches conveniently serving Lincoln and 8 other locations across Nebraska. We're here to help you with any of your needs. From opening a checking account to buying a home or financing your business, our staff is here for you. Stop in and you might see Shin Daddy himself. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Learn more at midwest.bank, member FDIC.
Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread Central Tire Pros because we tread differently.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT, from cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. We'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
At Fairway Meat Market, you're family, and as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Fairway has fresh cut meats, seafood, cheese, wine, and spirits, and a friendly staff that's always ready to help you find what you need. Stop by Fairway Meat Market today to plan your weekly meals in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn. Bagels and Joe is the best place to start off your mornings, and you can order your breakfast ahead of time on their app. You can't go wrong with one of their great bagel sandwiches or breakfast burritos. Stop by any of their 4 locations in Lincoln or their location in Seward. Bagels and Joe.
Are you a skilled mechanic looking for your next big opportunity? Constructors is hiring. We're looking for experienced mechanics to join our family-owned team. We offer competitive wages, great benefits, brand new service trucks, OEM-level diagnostic software, and career growth opportunities. Positions include lead and A-level mechanics for our shop and multiple field technicians. If you're driven and ready to grow with a company that's been around since 1908, apply today at constructorslincoln.com.
Hey farmers, Do you run a precision planting monitor in your planter tractor? Boyk Farm Outfitters is hosting our annual 2020 Monitor Clinic at the Holthus Center in York on Wednesday, March 19th. They'll run through everything on the monitor, from basic setup to more complex downforce settings, and everything in between. You'll learn agronomy principles behind some of the monitor settings and will leave refreshed and ready to plant. Representatives from Precision Planting will be on hand to handle any questions that you can throw at them. Visit BoykFarmOutfitters.com for all the details and to reserve your spot.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Hey everyone, Lance here with Black Label. We specialize in creating custom crafted decks, pergolas, patio covers, and more. Plus, our retractable screens, gazebos, and patio enclosures create the ultimate outdoor retreat. With over 50 years of combined experience, we're not just builders, we're creators of unforgettable memories.
Call them today at 402-730-6333 or visit blacklabelbuilt.com for a free consultation.
Let's turn your backyard dreams into reality.
Black Label Built, built to serve, built to last.
Mulberry Barbecue now has a brand new second location to help all your lunch and dinner cravings. Stop by their newest location at 6125 Apples Way near Lowe's off of Highway 2. They have everything from smoked turkey sandwiches to brisket burritos to burn-in sandwiches and pulled pork. Try a dinner plate option of barbecue nachos, a half-smoked chicken, a full slab of ribs, and so much more. Mulberry Barbecue open Monday to Saturday from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. at 11th and Cornhusker Highway and now at 6125 Apples Way in South Lincoln.
Wake up, Lincoln.
I overslept. Damn rooster didn't crow.
It's time for Early Break, sponsored by Midwest Bank. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's 93.7 The Ticket's Jake Sorensen.
I'm wrong, but I'm not.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
If I were a feral cat.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
You get one team. Mine's the Houston Oilers. I'm not the Texans and I'm not the Titans. So I'm out.
This is Early Break.
Welcome back to Hour 2 on a Monday. Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen studio, Bill Busch from Shin Daddy's Kitchen in Creighton right now.
Yes.
Northeast part of the state?
Yes, he is. And by the way, Hour 2 is sponsored by our friends, Shin Daddy Midwest Bank. Member
FDIC.
Location in South Lincoln at 27th and Jamie Lane, also at 70th and Pioneers. And we know that Shin Daddy is off today for President's Day, Bill, but does he have anything going on that you know of that is worth reporting to the people?
Nothing. Hang on. Steve! Steve! I didn't hear anything from him. Still sleeping, sounds like. Yeah.
Steve. His name is Steve. He's not yelling at me.
That wasn't. Yeah, it was different, Steve.
No, I was yelling at Shin Daddy. Yes.
Yelling at you.
He's upstairs still. He's sleeping.
Bill just yelled at the house and crickets.
What's Tamara? What's Tamara?
She's up. She's moving around.
She's up.
We can put her on. We can put her on if you want. I don't know if she's real thrilled about that right now.
She play the piano or not?
She'll play the piano here in a little bit.
Tickle the ivories for us.
Yes, so nothing going on today. Off day for Midwest Bank. Member FDIC that obviously that Shin Daddy invented to save our money. That's why we're safe right now, Steve. That's why you don't worry about your checking accounts and those things because of what Shin Daddy did to protect him in inventing FDIC.
He deserves a break. Now, will you help him with the shoveling part today?
There'll be some. Yeah, that could happen. That could happen.
You go out. Will you go out?
I like to shovel. It doesn't bother me one bit.
It doesn't
bother me one bit. This is a weird snow, though. The way it's been reported down in the Lincoln area is that it's going to be like kind of an ongoing snow for like a full day and a half. Those days are hard. Like, what do? Do you wait 3 hours and I shovel? Don't wait. But then once you drive on it, death blow.
Yeah, it is. Give me a pep talk. I got at least 2 driveways to shovel today. Just a quick.
I'd be monitoring as close as I can the how much will be driven on, and then what's the situation with timing? Because you'd like to hold off a little bit.
Okay.
You don't like to not just knock it out of the park. Then 2 hours later, there's 2 more inches on top. You're like, okay, I'm double dipping now. So
one quick word on my neighbors. It wasn't
Leo.
It wasn't Leo.
Whoa, what happened?
It was his daughter. I ran into one of his daughters this weekend outside, and I said, "Hey, I think your dad scooped off my driveway and my sidewalk and my lead into my house." And she said, "No, that was my little sister." So amazing. We
What a family.
We decry sometimes the decline
About
of
today's youth.
Yeah, and it's not. And I've become more apt to defend the youth. She did it. She didn't ask for anything. She didn't even say she did it. She just did it out of the goodness of her heart. It's an incredible family. I'm blessed with incredible neighbors. And yeah, she
How long would it take you to do this?
it would take me a good 45
Oh,
minutes.
geez.
Yeah.
Okay.
45 minutes. And she just, they're just an amazing family. God bless her. I got her a little present.
That's very kind of you.
Yes.
Kind of her also.
Well, it was one of the nicest things anybody's done for me. And
when you come home and your driveway scooped, that's a real cool
at
thing.
1 a.m.
Yes.
with a
Yeah,
radio show at 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty big. I mean, it was a pretty big deal. I was facing a kind of a situation, and nope, it was all cleared out.
Also, with this storm, and we're looking at wind chills, well below 0. Not safe.
Ugh.
No.
All right, but you know what? On the horizon, 40 degrees on Saturday, or they'll say 35, and next week,
Yeah, if you want
50s next week.
If you want hope, breakers and listeners out there, the high tomorrow is 1 degree. That's not the hope part.
That's fun.
The high on Wednesday is 4 degrees. Also not hope. Thursday 9, and then it clears up. 19 degrees Friday, 34 Saturday, 42 Sunday, 54 Monday, and next Tuesday, 61 degrees.
Just grit it out.
Tomorrow the high is 1. The next Tuesday, 61 degrees is the high. So a couple more days of misery.
The days go fast too. So, all right, hoops.
Back to hoops. This kind of blew my mind
Mm-hmm.
this weekend as I was looking at the Big Ten specifically because Nebraska, of course, is trying to get to the dance,
Mm-hmm.
and we all know it is very difficult to win on the road in the Big Ten Conference. It's hard to win on the road anywhere. I don't care what conference you're in. It's hard to win on the road. For some reason, though, this weekend, except for the last 2 games of the week, every road team won. It was bizarre. Friday night, I'm looking at Friday. UCLA goes to Indiana and wins 72-68. Big win for Mick Cronin on the road. Saturday, there was 4 games, all 4 won by the road team. Wisconsin at Purdue, 94-84 Badgers. Michigan State at Illinois, 79-65 Michigan State. Washington at lowly Penn State, 75-73 Huskies. Minnesota goes on the road to USC somehow and beats the Trojans 69-66. Go to Sunday, of course, Nebraska beats Northwestern 68-64 on the road. Michigan goes on the road and beats Ohio State 86-83. And then the last 2 games, the home team won. Maryland beats Iowa 101-75. Oregon beats Rutgers 75-57. So the first 6 games were to the road team.
Most impressively, I'd say the most impressive one was at Wisconsin, winning.
Actually, the first 7 games to the road team.
The most impressive of those was Wisconsin, probably winning at Purdue.
I say yes.
The Badgers shoot 61.5% for the game. That's pretty good from the free throw line. I mean, they shot from the field 61.5% on the road. Scored 58 in the second half. Jake correctly identified Wisconsin 100% as a team that could go deep in the tournament. And a lot of that is John Tanji, who in that game, by the way, was that Saturday?
That was Saturday. Yep.
You recognize the name John Tanji, guys?
I do, yeah.
He's their guard. He's their point guard, big point guard. I'm going to say 6'5", 6'6", 32.6 rebounds. 32.6 rebounds. Wisconsin has won 4 straight. They are, why do I say they're a team that can go deep? Because they are very good at guard with Tanji, Blackwell, and Max Klesmet, and they're big. I mean, they got bigs, good bigs. They're an inside-out team. And Tanji is the exact kind of guard I like. Big, strong point guard. And he's, again, 32 points. And by the way, people are going to ask, why didn't Nebraska recruit him? You can't put this on Fred. Fred got here late. Tanji was at Omaha Central. He averaged 24 points for Omaha Central in 2018 and 2019. Fred's first year was 2019. So you see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Fred would have got it
difficult.
Got in too late for that.
Right.
So you can't.
I don't remember him in high school at all. I don't remember
average 24.
I don't remember the name John Tanji in high school. I wasn't watching a lot of Omaha basketball.
Omaha Central.
But they've had a lot of great players come from Central.
Oh yeah.
But I don't remember him in terms of in high school. But I was just amazed this weekend though that all those road teams won. That's hard, I mean, especially late in the season right now. Minnesota went and won at USC. What's that all about?
That's amazing.
We just saw USC come to Lincoln and beat Nebraska a few weeks ago and looked really good doing
Minnesota's odd. They're an odd team. They're kind of scary with Dawson Garcia. Garcia's good.
He is.
I mean, Garcia, I think, is the leading scorer in the Big Ten right now.
I think he's
check
first
it out.
or second.
Please check that out.
Got you covered.
Hey, Bill, we're trying not to get stuff wrong. We're trying not to get stuff wrong. I'm trying not to get stuff.
That's good. Let's stick with that. I like that.
No, it's actually Martinelli at Northwestern leads the conference in scoring. Nick Martin, who had 23 yesterday, he averages 19.8. Bryce Williams second at 19.5 in the conference. Darson Garcia is fourth at 19.2.
Oh, they're all bunched
at Minnesota.
Up,
so they're all in the 19s there. Yeah. And Tanji's at 19.2 also at Wisconsin.
Those are your best players.
And also, I know we've argued on the show about Maryland. Here's
You're
another
crazy on this, Jake.
Jake hates him.
I'm really
Me and Steve love him.
I'm digging myself a very dangerous hole here. I know it's dangerous, but Maryland was trailing at halftime at home, 51-47 against Iowa, and just put up 50. And they murdered Iowa in the second half. They win 101-75. 95 of the 101 points were scored by the starters of Maryland. So now this is 2 games in a row where they've had 6 combined bench points between wins against Nebraska and Iowa.
Bill, you like Maryland?
I like Maryland. I know Jake's big point is they don't score off the bench, but their whole team is averaging double digits.
That's
their
true.
starters.
It's
So I'd be okay with that. I would be all right with that. Their first they get when they say get 5 out there, they get 5 out there that can play.
Oh God,
I'm getting a little nervous about my take. By the way, I'm feeling worse about it now. The last couple of days.
Well,
about
Bill,
Maryland.
The reason
Jake, you said they were terrible, one and done.
He said one and done.
I did say one and done.
The reason I like them is because I always say the same things about teams. I like insight. I mean, if a team's good, if they can hit from the perimeter, which Maryland has raised its 3-point shooting remarkably from last year. They're a good 3-point shooting team now. Terrible last year, and they got the bigs. So Bill knows this because he's an older dude. You can always, if you're in trouble offensively, you can go inside to Julian Reese or Derek Queen and get a hoop into Drought. You can get it inside to those guys, and those guys are skilled big men. They're going to be a problem in March, in my opinion, as long as they stay healthy. Well, you can say that about everybody. As long as you stay healthy.
It is impressive to have 5 starters in double figures. That is Kevin Willard's got it. I'm going to give him a compliment. It's impressive. And I like that coach at Seton Hall. Kevin Willard came to Maryland from Seton Hall. I liked him there. I think he's a good coach. They're 20-6.
Yeah.
They're trending towards like a 5 seed right now in the dance.
They've won 3 in a row. As you said earlier in the show, Michigan has won 6 in a row.
And nobody is still talking about them. Nobody talks about Michigan basketball at all.
12-2 in the league. Michigan State's 11-3. Purdue 11-4. Wisconsin 10-4. Maryland 10-5. UCLA 10-5. Those are the big dogs.
Now,
would you still say Illinois is a big dog?
Well, they got beat.
I struggle with that.
Yeah.
The team that's the most amazing right now to me is UCLA.
Okay.
UCLA just for the beatdown that went on, the couple games after Nebraska beat them, and just the comments by the head. You're just like, there's no way they pull out of this, and they're just on a heater. I mean, you don't want to play UCLA right now. You really don't.
No, UCLA 10-5, 19-7 overall.
They've won 8 of their last 9 games.
Oh,
I mean, they're on.
That's incredible.
Right
and
now.
we thought it would. We remember us laughing and just play some more Cronin, some more Cronin. Now he's won 8 of 9.
God,
So
welcome to the Big Ten, Mick Cronin. His response the other day to the Indiana stuff, he was asked about the Indiana job. God, he's a beauty. I mean, I'd have to paraphrase what he said, but he handled it. He's the son of a coach, and Bill would I can paraphrase it. Bill would appreciate this. He's a coach. His dad was a coach. He said, I'm not talking about a job where a guy has a job. Mike Woodson is a national champion player, and he is Indiana's coach. Mick Cronin said, I'm not talking about a job when there's a guy in it. There's a guy coaching that team right now. Why would you expect me to talk about another guy's job? I'm not doing it. Great answer. Welcome to the Big Ten, Mick Cronin. I had no idea what a great quote he is. I had no idea. We've gotten to know him. And Bill, once you say you like him.
Oh, I think I do. I really do. He's enjoyable. He's kind of our version of Google Me for right now for basketball. He's kind of that version. You want to hear what he says. Because anytime Signetti talked, I wanted to hear what he was going to say.
Bill,
I
I'm
enjoyed
going
it.
to throw this in. Now, this is, again, we don't always have to agree on everything. I think he's less obnoxious than Signetti. I think Signetti's kind of more of a, I don't know. Signetti just strikes me.
I don't know. You got to remember, he called out his players and his coaches for having zero work, delusional, no work ethic, no energy.
He said they're delusional. You're right.
He said they're delusional. And
Now,
so,
hold on, though. Don't you think he knew what he was doing at that point?
well, obviously he did because they did a nice job. But that's one of those tough ones. I would say this: the line that was walked was really fine, and it's went his way, and it's went his way.
It was a fine line.
That was as fine a line as you can get. It's kind of like one of those deals where, okay, how are we going to do this thing? It's kind
And he
of like
was
that.
me oriented in that. Remember what he said?
Yeah.
He goes,
Yeah.
I got to show up every day. I have to provide all the energy. It's me. I've almost won 500.
I've got 500 wins. Yeah.
It's worked out well for me. They've responded to this.
I know this, but every time he talks, I want to hear what he has to say.
Yeah,
I want to hear what he has to say.
He's a beauty. Yeah. So you know what's beautiful, Bill? Big Ten basketball is really interesting. It's really interesting.
Yeah, it is. It'll be the tournament will be interesting.
Yeah.
There was pundits that said, and I don't think you can disagree with them, that winning the SEC championship will be harder than winning the NCAA tournament.
Yeah,
it might be.
It's ridiculous what that conference looks like right now.
Yeah,
and I just dumbed into it. I watched most of that game of Auburn, Alabama. It's like you throw that on and watch that. It's like, okay, some things are way different. And why did it look different on the court?
So right now in the Big Ten, if the season ended today, again, the bottom 3 teams do not make the tournament.
Okay.
The 15th ranked team in the conference is Rutgers. Now Rutgers is scuffling, but they got 2 star players in Dylan Harper and Ace Bailey. If they get hot, they can beat some teams.
Yep.
That's your 15th seed now.
They've lost 3 in a row.
And they got blown out by Oregon. I think 75-57. They got beat on the road.
Terrible.
Who doesn't make it, Jake? Right now.
Right now, Washington, Northwestern, and Penn State would be off. They'd be cut from the tournament. They would not make it. Washington, Northwestern, Penn State, Nebraska's next opponent is Penn State.
That's really rough
on
for
Wednesday.
Northwestern. That's really rough for Northwestern, which has, a very respected coach. That'd be a hard pill to swallow.
They've made 2 straight tournaments for them. I mean, big NCAA tournaments. They've made 2 straight with Boo Booey. Again, not there this year, but they've been a good program for the last couple of years.
And he has a win, correct? He has a win in the tournament.
I think he's got a couple wins.
They went to the Sweet 16, I believe.
Hello. Not is that true?
Hold on. I'm not.
Chris Collins.
I think they've got just 1 win.
So when Collins took over there, they had never even been to the tournament. Nebraska, Northwestern, the teams had never won. They had never been, and then they won like 7-8 years ago as the first game ever.
You think it was just one?
But they won.
Hold on, I'm looking it up.
In the last year or 2, I think they won a game.
2 games, round of 32.
I think that was last year or 2 years ago.
2017.
So they won
Now, wait
one
a
game.
second. Oh, one game. Oh, I'm sorry. They've won
Bill's
one
right.
game 3 different times.
Oh, they've won 3. Okay.
Yeah, they've won one game 3 different times. They've made the round of 32 3 times.
Before Chris Collins was there, never ever making it one time even ever.
Yeah, he's safe.
He should be safe. Injuries, if I was them, I would not touch him. Keep him. He's a good coach.
Yeah, 100.
Rough year of injuries.
100.
He's a fine coach.
Yeah, I
so,
agree.
if there's any games tonight in the Big Ten, I should check real quick before we get to break.
Caston plays. That's where I got to be.
Oh, you are. Okay.
Caston!
5:00 today.
No game.
Where's that game? Where's that game
at
at?
Lincoln East, Bill. It's at Lincoln East. It's a big one. It's a big
Sparty.
one. Yeah.
No games tonight in the Big Ten Conference.
No games.
0.
Good.
3 games on Tuesday, and one of those games is unfortunately for Bill on Peacock.
Oh God.
Purdue. Oh no! This is criminal. I just checked. Purdue at Michigan State is on Peacock on Tuesday. That's number 7 versus number 11 on freaking Peacock.
Bill, the floor is
now
yours.
that is a crime.
The floor.
That's
is yours.
Crime Central. That's Crime Central.
It's horrible. Come on.
How does that happen?
In the conference still. It's on Peacock at 6 o'clock on Tuesday.
There's got to be a contract with a set amount of games or something.
Yeah, I would think there's probably a contract, Steve. You're right. I wonder how that happened. I wonder if they talked about this before the season.
Well, just dictate a set amount of games each team has to play or something.
Oh, yeah. When you go to an app like that, you're locked into it. You can't change around other games. It's just you can, but it's a lot of work.
Purdue at Michigan State's a 6 o'clock game on Peacock. That is a joke for Tuesday night. That's a joke.
No games tonight.
No games tonight in the Big Ten.
Take a rest and then get ready for Tuesday and Wednesday. Nebraska playing at Penn State at 5:30 p.m. on, I think it's the Big Ten Network.
Steve, did you consider going to the Creighton game this weekend?
I had.
It was at St. John's.
I was like, it was at St. John's. No,
it was in New York City.
It would have been
That's what made it more. That's what would have been more fun.
It would have been very difficult for me to get my duties done while en route.
And then also get a flight to Manhattan. Right. Yes.
No, I didn't consider it. It was a very busy weekend. It really was.
When we come back, we don't talk hockey ever on the show, but
we got some though.
We're talking.
This is good. As good as it gets.
It happened on Saturday. We'll discuss that next in an early break on the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Midwest Bank on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you a skilled mechanic looking for your next big opportunity? Constructors is hiring. We're looking for experienced mechanics to join our family-owned team. We offer competitive wages, great benefits, brand new service trucks, OEM-level diagnostic software, and career growth opportunities. Positions include lead and A-level mechanics for our shop and multiple field technicians. If you're driven and ready to grow with a company that's been around since 1908, apply today at constructorslincoln.com.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait. Apply now.
Salt Mine City is not only Lincoln's newest brewery, but they're also now serving food. Enjoy a full menu of great items daily for lunch and dinner, like their peanut butter and jelly burger with bacon and cheddar cheese, or a Reuben sandwich served on Blackstone rye bread. Don't forget their beef or chicken nachos with guacamole, sour cream, jalapenos, and more. Wash it down with one of their 12 beers on tap, including the popular Single Axle Light American Lager. Salt Mine City, now open 11 a.m. every day but Mondays at 8th and R. A new year means it's time to try new things. If you haven't tried Fierce Cheese Spread yet, the time is now. For the days you don't want to go to the gym, don't worry. Fierce Cheese Spread is there to cheer you up. And for the days you do get to the gym, why not celebrate when you get back with the best dip around? Get to your local grocery store today and load up on Fierce Cheese Spread. No event or party is complete without it on your table.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today: snow likely throughout the day. It'll be breezy and cold with a high of just 6 above. Tonight, chance of snow. It'll be cold, the low of 7 below. And tomorrow, snow likely throughout the day with continued cold temperatures, a high of just 1 above. I'm meteorologist Kyle Tucker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Psst. You know what's better than waking up early to go to the airport? Sleeping in. Lucky for you, the lines at the Lincoln Airport are so short and our service is so fast. You won't need to sacrifice precious beauty sleep to get here hours before your flight. So, go ahead, sleep in. You deserve it, and choose the airport that helps you relax. LNK. Make flying easy.
Have you heard about Advanced Medical Imaging Surgery Center? Located at 7555 Pioneers Boulevard, Advanced Medical Imaging Surgery Center offers compassionate, patient-focused care and provides outpatient surgery services, making it possible to have non-emergency surgery and return home the same day. Advanced Medical Imaging Surgery Center specializes in cardiology, vascular radiology, orthopedics, pain management, and much, much more. Give them a call today at 402-261-1085 or online at amimaging.com.
The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeyman electricians from $32.50 to $42.50 per hour with paid benefits. And if you're looking for a new career, they're hiring apprentices at $19.50 per hour with paid benefits. Call the office at 402-423-4497 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
Hey volleybalfans, this is Laura Dijkema, national player of the Netherlands and now the setter on Omaha's newest professional team, Love Omaha Volleyball. League volleyball is bringing the heat this year. Don't miss your chance to see Olympians, national players and national champions right here in Omaha from now through April. We can't wait to see you cheering for us in the stands. Visit lovboma.com to buy single match tickets to see me and Love Omaha Volleyball in action. Go Big Green!
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and on behalf of the entire Koppel team, we would like to say thank you to all of our loyal customers and employees that have allowed us to become one of the most successful GM dealerships in the country for the past 50 years. So we are celebrating that with some huge discounts. Right now, we have up to $13,500 off MSRP or 0% APR on select new models, and new Blazer EVs are leasing for $279 a month with 0 down. So check us out online at koppelcars.com. All deals with approved credit. See dealer for details.
This
I'm not on drugs. I'm not drunk.
is Early Break. Weekday mornings from 6 to 8 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Just got a report from Trucker Dan on the phone. Says the roads from Greenwood to Omaha are not very good. So if you're driving that route, please be careful. Bill, unmute your mic. I can't unmute that for you. But I tried to unmute it. It wouldn't let me go. But if you're driving to Omaha, you're muted. There you go. If you're driving to Omaha, Greenwood to Omaha, be careful on the roads. Per Trucker Dan. Not good right
Trucker Dan, thank you. If we get any reports about the central part of the state, also, I'd love to know. A Columbus update.
I did see, though, so Terrell Farley is in the building. He was doing some cleaning here for us.
Hall of Famer.
Hall of Famer. So I got on Facebook.
Fast linebacker.
I got on Facebook for a second, and I saw Terrell Farley is live. I said, Farley, where is your phone? He says, it's over there. Farley's phone intentionally is sitting on the ledge by the front door filming the snow come down because he says, I get paid by Facebook now. apparently.
He says his Facebook page is jumping.
That's awesome.
He's filming the snow on his phone by the front door of
Hold
the
it.
ticket.
So we're telling me we could all turn our phones on and film snow and get cash?
Apparently so.
I think so.
Farley's
He got
passive
$40 last
income here.
month.
I would love to be one of those weather reporters that travel like to the hurricanes and blizzards and all that stuff. I'd love to be the person on the Weather Channel reporting live from Butte, Montana.
I don't think it would be that hard. You're only on camera for a little bit. You know,
Yeah, you just hope you're hoping the wind's blowing and whisking around, and you're always kind of going to fun places. So
Yeah.
I'd kind of enjoy it.
You could take Laura with you or leave her at home, whatever you want to do. But
It's your choice, Bill.
Whatever you want in the kitchen, as you know, Steve.
So
Keep
Farley's
that
making
apron
money.
on.
Farley's making money by filming the snow.
That's amazing, Farley. Well, that's why he's in the Hall of Fame.
Well, he's making. He knows how to make money. That's good. Thank you, Farley. Okay, I want to read a quick short paragraph to begin. This is from Saturday night in the NHL, or this is a country event. This is from ESPN. It took less than 9 seconds for Team USA to record 3 fights in its 3-1 win over Canada in the Four Nations Face-Off Showdown at Bell Center in Montreal on Saturday night. 3 fight. No, we don't talk hockey because hockey's not really a sport that we watch. I respect hockey a ton. I don't watch it, but when you've got USA versus Canada, and in the first 9 seconds, the fists are we got fights 3 times. That's pretty epic stuff. Is you catching this is all sip? You see
I watched
the highlights.
I watched the video. There's like 5-minute video of the fight. The fight. They were predetermined. Obviously, the guys knew they were going to go at it. So it's kind of comedic to watch.
Puck drops, fight right away.
Yeah, it's really hard. The fights aren't that good. They're fun though. It revs up the crowd. It was in Montreal.
It was in Montreal.
Yeah, it was in Montreal.
And the USA won 3-1.
3-1. It's really hard to punch in skates. That's what it comes down to. It's not many of the punches have much force. They're just kind of flailing away because you can't set your feet. It looked like the Chikuck.
Chikuck.
The Chikuck.
Kachuk.
The brothers.
Yes, Matthew and Brady Kachuk. Apparently, Canada booed the national anthem for the USA that was played at this game. So they played both anthems. Canadian fans.
Oh yeah, that's what started the whole thing.
And that's what caused the fight. Was the Canadians booed
the
American national anthem being played, and that pissed off America, rightfully so.
Yep.
And so the Kachuk said, "Enough's enough. We're fighting here."
And they dropped him right away.
3 fights in 9 seconds.
Dropped
It's
gloves,
amazing.
They drop their gloves and they take their helmets off.
There was some incredible footage and photos of the event, but can't you just see them in the locker room? Hey, FYI, if they boo the national anthem, it's on.
We're fighting.
And it's on. It was on. It was kind of funny.
It's on ABC.
Was it really?
Saturday night.
Wasn't Sean McDonough on the call too for this? Like a big voice
Yeah,
Sean?
I mean, it's exciting when it happens. I don't want to. The fights aren't that good, but it's still exciting when 2 guys drop their gloves,
absolutely,
and put their fists up. It's go time, and it's kind of fun. But again, the fights aren't that good. The blows don't do much. Then they kind of take each other to the ground, and then it's over. It's kind of fun.
If you told me though that in the NHL or anywhere that fights are back or more prevalent than they have been in years past, I think I'd be more inclined to watch.
It's a very base way to look at it, Jake. But yeah, I suppose.
Per ESPN, this was the fastest fight to start an NHL international game ever, topping the previous record of 20 seconds in 1996. There's never been a fight sooner in a game than in this one.
I will tell
on
you
Saturday.
This. I'll tell you this: the arena was alive. I mean, my
it was alive.
Imagine
it was
there.
alive.
Yeah, it was on.
And I would imagine it was well discussed in the Canadian locker room also. Hey, they're going to boo the national anthem, and this is going to happen. So everybody be ready. I don't think they were caught by surprise.
No, I don't know. They weren't. I didn't look.
No.
Like
It didn't look like it's like, hey, what's going on here? It's like, okay, here we go. Imagine right when they start the boos first start, those guys all look at each other like, okay, I knew it. Here we go.
You guys watched it. I think it looked to me like the first two were predetermined. The third one,
it does appear so. Yeah.
The third one looked like it was organic. It was in front of the net. Some guys got tangled up, and then here we go again. I thought the third one maybe was more real. Less.
Then it turned into really good hockey after that.
3-1.
Yeah.
3-1.
This is from ESPN.
3-1 US.
You'll like this. This is a description. It says 1 second after Matthew Tkachuk went to the penalty box, Brady Tkachuk fought his older brother's Florida teammate Sam Bennett after the game's second faceoff. Matthew Tkachuk slammed his arms against the glass in the penalty box in support. 6 seconds later, Miller fought Colton Parayko after the two jostled in front of Canada's net. Miller also received a cross-checking penalty on the play, giving Canada the first power play of the game. I wish I was in the arena for this.
That would have been fun to have been in that arena.
Imagine any of us there for this. Saying, oh my God,
cool.
Let's go.
It was a
rivalry on.
Yeah, it was super exciting to watch it. You could tell the arena was jacked up. It was jacked up. By the way, USA
3-1.
You recognize the name Connor McDavid, don't you?
I do.
He played for Canada.
Yes.
He scored their shot. He went, hey, Bill, he went top shelf. He went top shelf on Connor Hellebuck. I'm just reading right out of USA Today. I was
going to say, you're a hockey
I love the
reporter.
term top shelf. I love the term. And then the USA had a quick response as Jake Gensel slapped a wrister.
Yeah, there you go. That's a great term, by the way.
Those are awesome.
I love hockey is awesome.
Slapped a wrister on him.
I feel like I need to go
Top shelf wrister.
Stars games. Like I need to go. After this, you're seeing the hockey has got a big boost from this weekend. I feel like I need to go to the Stars game coming up. They got a game Saturday here on the ticket. By the way, we'll have the broadcast here on Saturday. But the Stars are also really good.
We need to go see the Stars, Jake.
I've
not seen them this year.
I'd like to go see them. They're playing well.
Can't you guys make time? I'm talking to myself too. Why can't we make time in our lives for hockey and occasionally talk about it? Can't we do it? Do you have any interest at all?
A lot of it's where's it on TV at usually?
It's on.
Like, is NHL on ESPN? I don't even know where they play a lot of their games.
Pretty sure it's ESPN. Yeah, they have. I think you could find games.
There's an NHL network. I watch a lot of them. My daughter Sydney can stream them because we always watch Las Vegas play.
Oh, that's right. Golden Knights.
Yes.
Bill has a jersey of the Golden Knights.
Golden Knights.
Right. The Knights.
Yes.
So yeah, that I would do it if you guys said, "Hey, we're gonna every so often, guys, we're gonna address hockey issues, updates." I'd be down.
We need some standings. We do some standings, can't we?
Do that. Per the text line, ESPN Plus for these games, potentially some on TNT and ABC on the weekends, maybe NBC once in a while. So
it's not.
So it's all over the place. Apparently,
it's not hard to find. I'm surprised you didn't know that, Jake. I'm really.
I have not watched hockey for a long time, and that's a me problem. That's not anybody. That's my own personal issue.
That's why I asked the question. It's not a small thing. It wouldn't be a small thing for you guys to say, "Yeah, I'm going to include hockey in my life." I don't know, Bill. Your life is really full. My life's really full. I don't know if I can or not. I'd like to think I could.
It's definitely a sport with me. It's more of a third period sport.
Meaning
the game. It's 2-2 in the third. I'm going to watch, see what happens here. Yeah. The chance of me sticking with a 5-1, Red Wings, Oilers. No, I'm not. But if all of a sudden you go, hey, it's 3-3 with 4 minutes to go, I'm going to watch that. It's frantic. It's fun to watch.
It is fun. Hockey's a fun sport to watch.
From YouTube, we got people. Jeffrey says, I will be bartending at the Stars game this Saturday. I will look for you there, Jake.
There you go.
I didn't say I was going for sure. I'll consider going to
Saturday,
the game.
Bartending of that. Thank you for doing
Saturday,
that.
Yes. James on YouTube says, I'd love it if early break talked more hockey.
Would the Breakers like it, or would the Breakers say, what are you guys doing talking hockey?
Well, USA hockey always grabs you. That storyline grabbed everybody, in my opinion. I don't think there's anybody that all of a sudden, what happened? Well, I don't have any interest in that. Everybody's like going, even the very casual non-hockey fans, like, I'm going to read about this. I'm going to see what happened in this game.
Yeah, and if you haven't watched a video of it, there's video all over YouTube. Do it. It's fun to watch. It's pretty fun to watch. Those fights are, I don't know, kind of charges
People want
you up.
more hockey talk, apparently.
They do?
Yeah. So maybe we'll make that part of the equation going forward.
Hmm.
But regardless, awesome time Saturday. Watch, 3 fights in 9 seconds. USA wins in Canada 3-1. Couldn't have had a better outcome for the USA.
That had to be awesome leaving that arena if you were a USA fan.
I just chanted USA.
I wonder if it was in Montreal. I wonder if it was mainly Canadian fans. I don't.
Oh, I'm sure it's heavy. I'm sure it's probably 85-15. I would imagine.
Here's the deal, Bill. This is week 3 of us going 3 hours.
Yes.
How do you feel it's going?
I think it's been going outstanding because it's freed us up for hockey. So that's given us more bonus time in that.
Space.
Yeah,
more
we have that. The Huskers are playing ridiculous
in
basketball, and they're playing great baseball right now.
Yeah.
So that part of it's really good. So a lot of great things going on for us to be able to discuss and talk about. Yes.
I think it's been really easy.
What do the Breakers think, Steve, when you talk to people out there on the street?
They like it. I think it's been really easy. I'm surprised how easy the transition has gone.
Yeah, it's the same way. Before it was always like two hours is up way too fast. But even at 3 hours, you're never like going, oh man, we got another 20 minutes. Like, no, we're moving on pretty quickly here. We got the game show soon.
We get that game show right now. Before that, I'm hearing that Jake Gensel, you mentioned that name. In
Yes.
the game. He's from Omaha.
Hello.
And he played at UNO hockey.
Hello.
And 2 goals.
Hello.
Tying it all together here to Nebraska.
He had a wrister.
He had a wrister.
Yeah. On that note, let's play the game show. Give us a call right now at 464-5685. Your chance to win a business box of bagels to Bagels and Joe. Today, the topic is not NHL or hockey. If you didn't know, it was NBA All-Star Weekend in Golden State. San Francisco hosted the is it Oakland? Or, where's it at? San Fran, Oakland?
Yeah,
same thing.
in that area.
In the Bay.
Yeah, in the Bay
In the
Area.
Bay.
Bay Area.
Today's topic is 2025 NBA All-Stars. What teams do these guys play for? They made the All-Star teams.
Steve, this is all you.
This would be more sip. I'd be if Bill could help out, I'd be very surprised.
Okay, say the topic again.
2025 NBA All-Stars. What teams do they play for?
Bill, I should be 50-50 on this.
I bet you're better than that. I'm going to say I'm probably 10% because I know who Jake's going to pick names that I'm unaware of. I don't even know how the format was. There's some. Was it first 1 to 40?
I don't know. I didn't watch any of the game. I thought it was odd. How there's like 4 different teams, right? Versus instead of 2.
I'm just telling you, if you go back 25 years ago, whatever it was, I didn't miss anything. I watched the slam dunk, I watched the 3-point, and I watched the All-Star game. All-Star game, we got a little out of hand with just running up and down the court, shooting threes and dunking. But no, but the skills part, I didn't watch any of it, and that's kind of sad for me.
That's okay. You got a lot going on.
If you think you know your NBA All-Stars, call us up 464-5685. Shut Up Simple starts right now. Again, got to go with this music with Bill on the stream. Okay. Last week, you guys were, I believe, 3-2. So winning week. Bill is a lifeline for one question as always. And we have a contestant. So that again, Ellie. Brian, how do you feel about NBA All-Stars today?
Hey, good morning, gentlemen. I feel probably about same and simple, about 50-50. I didn't watch it, just whatever I saw afterwards online.
Okay. All right, let's get to it. Bill, if you can help to sip for one question here. Brian, first question goes to you. What team does All-Star Jaren Jackson Jr. play for in the NBA?
The team. Okay, so not the All-Star team he's playing on his actual team, right?
The actual NBA team he comes from.
Okay, Memphis Grizzlies.
He's a beauty.
That is correct.
I knew that one. I saw him play last year. He's a beauty. One of the most underrated players in the league.
1-0 lead for Brian. Sip first question. What team does Kevin Durant play for? Feel a little bad doing this one.
Yeah, you should. Phoenix.
Is he on the Suns? Yes, he is on the Suns.
I should have said something really quick and just fired it out there because that was my only shot for having one.
No, it's okay.
I feel bad about that, but it's okay. 1-1 tie. Brian for the lead. Last question. What team does Evan Mobley play for?
Saw him play.
I think you know Steve.
Cavaliers.
Yeah.
Cleveland Cavaliers is the guess, and that is correct for Brian. 2-1 lead.
Mobley was an all-star.
Yes, he was.
Somewhat surprising to me.
All-star for Evan Mobley. Sip for the tie. Bill is in play here. Down 2-1. What team does Pascal Siakam play for?
Oh, this is a tricky one because he's changed.
Yeah, what team is he on right now?
I don't know. I know he used to play for Toronto.
Is that your guess?
No.
Okay.
The question is, where did he go? I think he went somewhere. Okay, I'm scanning the teams right now. I can do that. That's legal.
Yeah, but you got 5 seconds. Though.
Yeah, well, hold on.
Got nothing for you, Steve. You're on your own.
Bill can't help you.
Steve, are you sure he changed teams?
I'm not 100% sure, but I think so. And I think he changed to the Pacers.
Is it the Pacers to go to the tiebreaker? Yes, it is. Brilliant. Pacers is correct. This will go to you, Sip, and you can confer with Bill on this.
Mm-hmm.
And Brian will go over under your answer. How many NBA players are averaging 20 or more points per game at the All-Star break?
Okay.
You can confer with Bill.
Okay, we're conferring. 20.
How many teams are there, Jake?
There's 30 teams, 30 NBA teams.
Something like that. I think there's more than that.
I think there's 30.
Shoot a number out there, Steve.
You're right.
There's 30 teams.
No, there's 30. 20 or more?
Yep. 20
I'm gonna
plus.
say 15.
Bill?
I think it's higher than that, Steve.
Do you? Okay.
What number?
Not a lot, though. Whatever you say, go with it. I'm good.
What would you say about 18?
I was going to say more in the 21 to 22.
Okay.
But
we're going to go with 22.
Okay,
Ooh,
Brian.
Okay.
Brian, over under 22 players averaging 20 or more points per game in the NBA right now.
Oh, that's over.
Brilliant. 38 players are averaging 20 points or more right now in the NBA. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander leads the way.
He said, what did he say?
He said over. You guys put 22.
I think he said that's over, yeah.
He was going over your...
Were you going over us?
He was.
Yeah, I was going over. Yeah, I knew it was more than that.
Okay. See, he's not lying there. Okay. So, all right, Brian, congrats. Nice win. We'll get you bagels. Thanks for calling in and calling on the road. Nice win today.
Damn it.
All right. Thanks for the show, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Nice
Thank you, Brian.
Lost, Brian. I hate taking
we were
loss.
4 for 4 in the questions, though, which is good.
I hate losing, Jake. I hate it.
Well,
shouldn't lose NBA.
Bill was giving you a better guess, though, for the tiebreaker.
It was a good.
You were at 15 that you said?
Yeah. Terrible guess. 38? Is that what you said?
38.
You don't think every team has one guy averaging 20 plus points a game?
Yeah.
So it's 30 right there.
It's a terrible guess. Just say it.
So he had half the
Just
league
say it. Just
with
say
a guy not averaging 20 points a game. They score 105, 110
Oh, it's a
points a game.
horrifying guess.
Now that you think about it.
Yeah,
So,
it's a horrifying guess.
it's okay. Nice win to Brian. He starts the week off with the win, and it's 0-1 for you guys. When we come back, hour 3, we have not addressed the situation with Fred Hoiberg's hand that apparently hurt at halftime.
This is worth talking about.
Discuss that next. An early break on the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Midwest Bank. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
I'm softball player Jordy Ball, and I'm proud of my Nebraska roots, and I'm proud to be back home. And at Midwest Bank, they're proud to be your local community bank. They believe in family first, taking initiative, showing integrity, and rolling up their sleeves to support their local communities. They treat everyone like family, no matter where you're from. Whether you walk into a branch in York, Lincoln, Norfolk, or Pierce, you know you're going to be welcomed with a smile. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio, video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between, we'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread Central Tire Pros because we tread differently.
Hey farmers, do you run a precision planting monitor in your planter tractor? Buick Farm Outfitters is hosting our annual 2020 Monitor Clinic at the Holthus Center in York on Wednesday, March 19th. They'll run through everything on the monitor, from basic setup to more complex downforce settings and everything in between. You'll learn agronomy principles behind some of the monitor settings and will leave refreshed and ready to plant. Representatives from Precision Planting will be on hand to handle any questions that you can throw at them. Visit BoykFarmOutfitters.com for all the details and to reserve your spot.
Well, it's the middle of winter, the holidays are over, and the weather is unpredictable. Isn't there anything to look forward to? You bet there is. Cash Blast from your Nebraska Lottery is back. Until April 1st, buy a 2x2 ticket and enter the voucher number online for a chance to win one of 7 weekly drawings for $5,000 or $500. And if your voucher is from a 7-day draw ticket, your prize is doubled. Hey, there's nothing like a little green to cure the winter blues. 2x2 top prize odds, 1 in 105,000.
Right now, when you drive by Honda of Lincoln, you'll see more than 200 new Hondas and over 125 pre-owned vehicles. Hi, Charlie Stone here, and with me on the line is Andy Goodyear of Honda of Lincoln. Andy, how does it feel to have so many vehicles in stock again for your customers?
Charlie, it feels amazing to see how excited our customers are. They love the ability to see, test drive, and take immediate delivery of the exact new Honda they're looking for.
Do you have some good offers to talk about?
We sure do, Charlie. We're offering financing as low as 0.9% APR up to 72 months, or great lease rates on every new Honda. It's the perfect time to drive away in the new Honda you've been dreaming of.
How about pre-owned, Andy?
We have over 125 pre-owned and certified pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Just about every make and model with prices starting at under $10,000.
Maybe it's time you experience the best, the Honda of Lincoln way of doing business. 27th and Yankee Hill Road, or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
Garage doors can break down or quit working at the worst times. At Doors Plus, they understand that a broken garage sometimes means repair and not replace. Sometimes, all you need to make your door like new again is a few bolts, realignment, or even a new balance. Trust the pros at Doors Plus to handle your garage door repair the right way so you can get on with your busy schedule. Visit them online at DoorsPlusLLC.com or give them a call at 402-590-5800.
Healing the heart takes heart. Our dedicated team of cardiac experts is here for you with breakthrough treatments for serious conditions and expert advice for living longer with a healthier heart. We bring healing care to our community with over 90 cardiology specialists and subspecialists and more than 50 locations across Nebraska, Southwest Iowa, and northern Kansas. Find out how we heal hearts with heart, starting with yours at chihealth.com/heart.
Water heater gone? Call Bryant. The price you're quoted is the price you'll pay. And in most cases, same-day replacement. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. 467-1111.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Wake up, Lincoln. Good morning. Good morning. It's great to stay up late. It's time for Early Break. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's 93.7 The Ticket's Jake Sorensen.
I like Stone.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
And here comes a sandwich from God.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
Hey, somebody grab me a mocha quick, would you?
This is Early Break.
Welcome back to Hour 3 on a Monday. Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen here in studio. Bill Busch in the kitchen of Shin Daddy in Creighton, Nebraska. Bill, is there movement yet from Shin Daddy here at 8:10 in the morning on a day off?
There's been movement. I'm not sure the location right now, but there's been movement by both. We've ID'd that.
Can they
day off? Imagine having a day off. And there's somebody doing a live radio show from your kitchen.
I can't even go make a sandwich right now.
Yeah.
I like the scene, actually. They're very comfortable with you, Bill.
Very comfortable, yes. Very, very comfortable.
Did you get into their cupboards?
Not at all. No, not at all. But Tamara made me some coffee this morning. That was very kind.
Kind of her.
Not toast, though.
I did not make coffee, Bill, because I knew you weren't here, so I didn't make any coffee today at the station.
Whoa.
You're usually the only one that drinks it. Now, DP would drink a little bit of it, but it's typically you. I bring my own coffee from home, and so that is made for you. I didn't.
Yeah, I do it every morning. It's the first place I go. It's the first spot I check in at.
I didn't make any.
Does Tamara, would she make you an English muffin if requested?
It'd be nice. It would be nice. Like when the butter melts kind of down in the crevices.
You got
an English muffin. Yeah, and some jam. Like some jam on it. Yes. Strawberry jam.
Sounds really good to me right now.
By the way, report if you're you can't watch the broadcast and you're not out of your house. It's still snowing right now.
What would you say, Jake? 2 inches at this point?
I'm going to go with 2 inches on the ground, and I think it's going to snow until about 10 a.m. Now, Farley seems to believe it's going to snow all day, where the radar showed it's going to be done by 10. Maybe a different swath later on today,
and
but
then
the current one is gone.
Anything from Columbus, any breakers from Columbus chiming in. What kind of weather do we have in Columbus? I'll be traveling through Columbus tonight.
I saw a big cell over Omaha right now, so
that's not Columbus. So
I know. I'm saying, just pointing that out.
That's fine. You're going through Columbus later.
Yes, I'll be on my way home. Yes, Norfolk Columbus route, 81. Steve.
Yes. I think you'll be astounded by the size of Columbus. It's grown exponentially. It looks like Las Vegas at this point.
Wow.
Yes, and we'll go by the new hotel and casino by the track, which is really nice. Wishbones is gone, as we know, so that's sad.
It is sad.
And a reminder that Trucker Dan called in and said that if you're driving to Omaha or from Omaha, it's rough between Greenwood and Omaha right now.
Jake, do you realize?
Pull over right now.
Be careful.
Do you realize, Jake?
Stop at Ruhlman's for breakfast.
That me and Bill were probably in Wishbone in 1983,
at the same time,
1984,
same time,
and
absolutely,
didn't know it.
Jake, they always had live bands. It was Live Band Central.
It was.
Wishbone's always had live bands.
It was quite a place.
It was quite a place would be an understatement. Yes.
Quite a dance floor. Remember the dance floor?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It
was kind of an octagon. If I'm not, do you remember it that way, or was it just square? For some reason,
an octagon sounds right. It's a little odd looking. Yes.
Yeah.
God, better times.
Roadhouse. It was a roadhouse, Jake.
It's a roadhouse, exactly. It's on the whatever. What's that? It would be the west side of town.
Yeah.
Why would they take it down? Why would they end that place?
I don't know.
Come on,
that's where they built the casino at.
Well, then rebuild the Wishbone somewhere else.
It'd be hard to rebuild.
Well, I will say this: Wishbones has been down for a while. Basically, it was not in good shape.
Okay.
No, it was.
But at
old
one point,
in 1983.
Yes, it was. It was a roadhouse built in the 40s. for better times.
Wish I could have seen it.
Bootleggers, Jake.
Sounds amazing.
Yeah,
Big
this was
fan
not
of
a palace of any sort, but it did have a sweet stage.
Yeah.
Like it
The
was
stage was big, wasn't it, Steve? It was a
Yeah.
big stage. You felt whoever felt like it was like they're playing at a concert. That's what it felt like.
and it would get packed in there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
It
people.
drew locals from other towns. Genoa, Fullerton. Yes, Humphrey. Yes,
Here they
everyone
come from
came to
David City. Yeah, here they come.
I have another weather report. This is from Derek in a car.
Okay.
He says Spur 64 south of Alvo Road is covered but passable. Visibility is poor. Stay back when behind the trucks. Be safe out there.
Yeah.
Breakers. Derek
Guys, stay home. Call in sick. Do not go to work.
Not a
Do
good
not go to work.
Okay. 402-464. Call or text as always.
Wait,
Show.
hey, you finished the number there.
Oh,
Sparks.
Oh,
Yeah.
I did. 402-464-5685. Thank you. 464-5685. Call or text.
Or
as
text.
always. We have not addressed the situation with Fred Hoiberg's hand.
No.
So Fred Hoiberg came out at halftime with a wrap around his right hand. I believe it was right hand. Was it?
It was. This is right hand. Pretty predictable what happened, wasn't it?
Well, here's Fred Hoiberg post game. What happened to your hand, Fred?
A little incident with the whiteboard. The problem is, I'll never learn. I've done this several times now, and I'm on a blood thinner with my heart stuff, and I hit it, I cut it, and this thing won't stop bleeding for a while. So yeah, it was stupid on my part. I'm fine. Listen, in this business, you gotta play through a little pain.
Play through a little pain. Hoiberg comes out from the locker room with a wrap on his hand. Nebraska comes back from a 20-point deficit to win this game, 68-64. Whatever it did,
it worked.
Inspired the team. It inspired him.
Coaching matters. It matters a lot. And Fred got him going, clearly. I mean, maybe you could say that the players did it on their own, but I mean, it looks to me like listen, I get it. He smacked a whiteboard. It's not an act of brilliance, but it worked. It got him going, clearly.
I'm curious. You have covered Nebraska for a long time. Bill is coach all over the country.
Yes.
And have you witnessed an incident like this where somebody got hurt at halftime doing something like that and it inspired the team? Bill, in your coaching profession, do you have any memories like this?
No injuries. I've been in heated locker rooms at halftime. That's happened quite often. And I was even overly heated, to be honest. You usually keep your cool. But there's been times there's been some tension, on some things. But I've never had no one injured. I have no knowledge of any injuries. But I've seen it get somewhat heated in a locker room. And I would say this, that obviously it got things going. That was good. I would push back a little bit because I just don't think that a pregame speech or some sort of outburst really changes a lot. I mean, you have to do something. I wouldn't want to just come in and just be very calm and be like, I think we're fine, guys. Just kind of, we're all right. No big deal. No big whoop. No, I'd be engaged, and I have no problem with that. I'm just saying in general, that's usually not with, it's like, man, that stuff goes out the window right away, especially pregame stuff. But obviously I'm sure that he got his point across of what they wanted to have done. I'm sure it was heavily based on rebounding. I'm sure was what the point he was trying to get across.
It's possible that he wasn't trying to get a point across and he was just angry. That it's very possible that he was just pissed off.
Agreed.
And wasn't actually trying to make a point. Now, the question I would have right away, and I didn't see this in any reporting, was this a whiteboard on a wall? Did he punch a wall essentially, or was it a whiteboard that would give a little bit? That you're
usually, well, you know what, you have both. I guess I don't know that, but for the most part, usually they're the ones that are movable. The whiteboards are the one on some sort of not attached to it. If that was attached to a cinder block wall, that's going to cause a lot of issues.
You can break your hand pretty easily.
Yeah, breaking your hand would be just miserable because then you got a coach in a cast.
What happened?
You have to coach in a cast.
I don't want to talk about it.
He said he's had problems with this before, like he broke a toe one time, we've all, maybe not everybody, but I've been there where I've kicked something and thought I broke a toe. Not necessarily a sporting event, just in a fit of anger. And that's embarrassing too, where you're like, did I just break my toe?
Yeah.
Did I seriously just break my toe?
Real quick, I think I just broke my toe.
Because
And there's nothing you can do about a broken toe except for just heavy pain.
Right. So
Any
Fred,
sort of incident like that is no, it's not good. And then, like you said, because if he probably had it just banged up, he probably would have put nothing on it, and nobody would have known a thing.
right.
Since there was a cut, and he mentioned he's on the blood thinners, they had to get some way to stop the bleeding, so they had to put something on it. I'm sure that was one of the things. Hey, can we not address this with anybody? Because it came out pretty early on social media.
It did.
That his hand was taped up. So that came out within the first 5 minutes of the second half.
Yeah, and Dave Revson talked about it on the air. It was pretty evident what happened, right? He was angry, smacked something, and here we go. Now, the question is, did it have an effect on his team? I don't know. I mean,
it didn't hurt. Obviously, it didn't hurt the team.
Right,
it didn't hurt the team. It helped that they couldn't have played worse.
No.
And Northwestern couldn't have played better. And Northwestern is, like right now, one of the final three not getting in the tournament. If they ended today, that helps a lot. Sometimes a fit of anger, and you're down 20, to Alabama, probably doesn't have the same outcome because of who's on the other side.
Right. That whole outburst thing and the emotion, I'd be interested to hear what Bill says about this. I always found that it would be maybe effective in the first minute or 2 or 3 of the whatever half it is. Maybe it's coming out of the locker room to start the game. Your coach did something that got you going. But once the game settles in, it never really mattered much to me. That sort of
that does it. None of that stuff does.
No, it doesn't really carry you through, a 20-minute half. It might carry you through the first part of it, but no, but again, I don't know. The question would be, you'd have to ask Bryce Williams and Juwan Gary and Braxton Meehan and everybody. Did that have an effect on you? Who knows?
From the text line, Dave says BTN showed a video of Fred breaking the whiteboard in half over a thigh on the court before they went to the locker room at halftime.
Oh,
so it was like a whiteboard they used to call it plays during timeout.
So
I wonder if that did it. I wonder if that was what
Yeah, he might have did it there, I suppose, right? Maybe he didn't smack it during halftime.
What if he did both? Over the thigh and also halftime? Then he's really pissed. I'm really
going to
pissed.
tell you right now, if you broke a clipboard, then smashed a whiteboard, and they come out and hit the first 5 points, you're like, wow.
Didn't work. Great.
It didn't have a real initial plan because they went down. They went from 15 down to 20 down.
Correct.
So it wasn't like it really gripped him right out of the bat.
Right.
Now, Fred doing that would have a bigger impact on players, I would think, than some coaches. Some coaches blow up a lot, and they're always angry. That Hurley in Arizona State is always angry.
Yes.
So it wouldn't have a huge impact. But Fred, because he's so calm, when he loses it, I bet it's pretty impactful.
Yeah,
Because
I
he
agree.
does-
There's a time when if it's they'll turn out the noise pretty fast.
There's guys I've played for that you didn't even really. It was like a dog. You grow up next to somebody with a dog, and at first the dog's barking and it gets your attention, but after a while you're just like, "Shut up!" I mean, come on,
stop your yapping.
Yeah. Coaches can be that. Coaches can be that way too. They might get your attention at first with all their yelling, but after a while you just kind of tune it out.
You'd have trouble playing for Bobby Hurley then, you're saying, at Arizona State?
I don't know.
Always yelling all the time.
I don't mind the Hurleys, but Fred, it would have kind of an impact, right? Because he doesn't.
He never yells.
He's very calm.
He's very calm. Yes.
Yeah. But that yesterday was a day when it made sense for him to lose his, what.
He had 21 points at halftime.
Ah!
He had 21 points at halftime.
It's a very bad, to average at best Northwestern team. In a game, you have to win. It's a quad win opportunity. They're down 2 players. Yeah, they're not horrific, but they're not good. And You have no excuse. Berkey is out. That's the only excuse is Berkey is out.
Yeah, that's not an excuse.
Bryce was back, mostly back from the sickness. Well, Asian was mostly back from the sickness. And so that's all you had was one player out.
Mm-hmm.
You can't let it affect you that much, and they didn't. Kudos to them for coming back.
Right. But you just never know what you're going to get from a group of guys on a given day. You just never know. That's part of the beauty of sport to me. Like, Nebraska sleptwalk a little bit. They
sleepwalked.
Sleepwalked.
They didn't have to walk back to Lincoln, what Jake Lee preferred. They had to walk back to Lincoln. That was in a text.
I was pissed. I was
They had to walk back to Lincoln. 0 degree wind chill. It'd be very cold.
I was venting. The text chain was the venting. I was really upset.
I know you were. And then you watched the game standing up.
I told
for
Sip
the
that the last 2 minutes I could not sit down. I get out of the chair and I got into coaching position. Hands on the knee. I was pretty pissed. I was pretty fired up. I was fired up.
That would not.
I was nervous. Fired up.
That would not have been a devastating loss, though, right?
I think if you came all the way back,
it would have been. I think it's pretty devastating.
Would have been devastating in
It's not like lights out or this or that. I think what it does, it just puts you in the realm of being that 10 to 11 seed instead of being a 9 seed or 8 seed.
But you could play your way back. You had enough.
Yeah. It wouldn't eliminate you, but it would be, like I said, and I know they have the quad 1 wins and all those things. They still look at those. And a lot of people, if you're in the committee, they're going to say, okay, it's a quad 1 win. And someone's going to go, how's that a quad 1 win? And I know there's mathematics to it and there's a formula, but it would still hurt because they look at a lot of those things, because a lot of those teams aren't being looked at that close. They are for, I guess, where their seeding is. But when it comes to these bubble teams, there's usually 6 to 8 really teams, because they keep saying Nebraska's a bubble team. Mm-hmm. You keep hearing that. Technically they're really not, but you hear it would have been a devastating loss.
I would have to sell that to me a little harder. You'd have to sell that to me a little harder.
Well, just imagine what it would be after you lost 6, won 4, lost 2. So that's
streak possibly.
Just look at that. It's okay. We won 4, but we've lost. But we were 4 and 8 in our last 12.
Here's the good news. Here's the good news. They're getting Berkey back pretty quick. This is working out. I think it could work out pretty well for him, because Berkey coming back now will be kind of a shot in the arm. Now you've learned to play without him a little bit, and it's helped Mia. Sometimes injuries.
It has helped Mia.
Yeah, sometimes injuries can have sort of a surprisingly positive impact.
Absolutely.
And Berkey's has helped Mia kind of find himself, it seems like. Now you get Mia and Berkey.
And Morgan.
Yeah, and Morgan.
Got 3 good bigs.
See, the question that some people, the cynics, they're skeptics, and you hear from them that say, yeah, they'll get in a tournament, then they'll just lose. The way I assess this team now is they're going to be in the tournament. Now is it the type of team that can win? And I think the answer that Bill has already said is absolutely. And why? Because of Bryce and because of Juwan and because of the supporting cast is getting better. They're going to get Berkey back. Mia's better. But those 2 guys, the answer to the question, can they win in the tournament? Yeah. Because Bryce Williams is hard to deal with. And Juwan Gary can be very hard to deal with.
Absolutely.
Hard to deal with. Those guys are good players.
And if you get a hot Connor season one day too, they can knock anybody out.
Yep. If he's
you always have it, but it needs to happen this year.
Yep.
There's hard.
You've been adamant about
You're not
that.
getting
I am. I'm adamant about that, because it'll be really hard to go out and find. It's possible. It's always possible, but just think next year if they were available to go into the portal, Bryce, what kind of action where would he be playing at next year?
Maybe Nebraska, if they could come up with $3 million.
No, yeah, I'm just saying. I'm saying if he left Nebraska, went in the portal, said no matter what, I'm leaving Nebraska. He's going to a top 10 team.
Yeah,
would you be surprised if a Auburn talked to him, at Alabama, at Duke? No, none of those. You wouldn't be surprised.
UConn, anybody.
I know he's going to be a first team All Big Ten player. He's second in the conference in scoring.
And Juwan, and he'd be the same thing. It'd be incredible the value that they would have, And yeah, could they come back? Yes, I understand they did. Obviously, they could come back. But they said, I'm going to Portland, I'm leaving. Where they ended up at, you'd be like, oh, wow.
So the narrative, Bill, that you're pushing basically is that you have to take advantage of this.
Yeah, this is your time. You have two really good players and a good supporting cast and pretty good chemistry, and so a lot of pluses. This is your time for the
Jake.
When you're trying to get something done which every team has done in the Power 4 or Power 5 is win one game. And we said Northwestern's done it 3 times.
Don't do this, Jake, where you just say, yeah, if they win one, it's great. No, win some games. You got a team. Win some games.
I'll be ecstatic with one. I want to make a run, but just get the monkey off your back.
All right. That's fair.
When we come back, a big mishap at Illinois. I'll tell you what happened next.
That's a beauty. That's a beauty.
Hey farmers, do you run a precision planting monitor in your planter tractor? Boyk Farm Outfitters is hosting our annual 2020 Monitor Clinic at the Holthus Center in York on Wednesday, March 19th. They'll run through everything on the monitor, from basic setup to more complex downforce settings and everything in between. You'll learn agronomy principles behind some of the monitor settings and will leave refreshed and ready to plant. Representatives from Precision Planting will be on hand to handle any questions that you can throw at them. Visit BoykFarmOutfitters.com for all the details and to reserve your spot.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Give your furnace a break with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows. Heartland of Nebraska Windows offers a free estimate, full window replacements, all vinyl triple pane windows, and a lifetime warranty of everything, while still keeping their prices affordable. Sounds too good to be true, right? Heartland of Nebraska Windows is locally and family owned with their own team of installers. Give the window experts at Heartland of Nebraska Windows a call today at 402-430-3852 or visit them online at heartlandofnebraskawindows.com. Elevate your home or business with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows today.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here of HuskerOnline.com, inviting you to join us here on 93.7 The Ticket every Saturday morning now. In our new time, we're on from 8 to 9 with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club and space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? Nah, forget that. How about margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside margaritas or old fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with taco night on Mondays or whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
I used to smoke. I thought of cigarettes as my best friend. They were always there for me when I needed a break.
I also thought cigarettes were my best friend, and then they gave me peripheral artery disease.
I smoked and had a stroke.
Actually, multiple strokes.
I smoked and have heart disease.
Here's my tip. If cigarettes are your friend, you need a better friend.
Call the Nebraska Tobacco Quit Line, 1-800-QUIT-NOW, 1-800-784-8669. Paid for by Tobacco Free Nebraska. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Bagels and Joe is the best place to start off your mornings, and you can order your breakfast ahead of time on their app. You can't go wrong with one of their great bagel sandwiches or breakfast burritos. Stop by any of their 4 locations in Lincoln or their location in Seward. Bagels and Joe.
At Fairway Meat Market, you're family, and as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Fairway has fresh cut meats, seafood, cheese, wine, and spirits, and a friendly staff that's always ready to help you find what you need. Stop by Fairway Meat Market today to plan your weekly meals in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
Are you a skilled mechanic looking for your next big opportunity? Constructors is hiring. We're looking for experienced mechanics to join our family-owned team. We offer competitive wages, great benefits, brand new service trucks, OEM-level diagnostic software, and career growth opportunities. Positions include lead and A-level mechanics for our shop and multiple field technicians. If you're driven and ready to grow with a company that's been around since 1908, apply today at constructorslincoln.com.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
The Lincoln forecast for today, snow likely throughout the day. It'll be breezy and cold with a high of just 6 above. Tonight, a chance of snow. It'll be cold, below 7 below. And tomorrow, snow likely throughout the day with continued cold temperatures, a high of just 1 above. I'm meteorologist Kyle Tucker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This
Well, good morning, little brother.
is Early Break. Weekday mornings from 6 to 8 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We'll get to Illinois here in a second. Unmute your mic, though, Bill. I need you here for a second because the 3 words you don't want to hear in IT are what, Bill?
I've been hacked.
Oh no.
I just got a phone call from Will.
You did?
Will just, he's whisking off to Columbus, driving through some snow. He said he just went by the old Wishbones location, Steve.
No way.
Okay.
Yes. Just drove by there, and he has some major meetings going on for security in Columbus because there's been some people jacking around in Columbus with some cyber security, and Will's come. There's a new sheriff in town. Will's arrived. Things are going to get shut down.
Will steaming into Columbus.
And you're saying, who's this Will fellow? Well, Will is with Applied Connective Technology.
Yes.
His preferred IT partnership in all 93 counties of this glorious state.
It is glorious.
99% retention rate. They cover all your, it's IT, a one-stop shop for all things IT. You want a free consultation? AppliedConnective.com. Check them out today. Free for a consultation.
Security. How easy would be today with the weather. We're getting reports everywhere. Hey, listen, bad weather. Just stay home. Think Will stayed home?
No.
Nope.
They
No.
have to
He
protect-
laughed at in the snowstorm's face.
Did he?
Yeah, he's live in Columbus right now. Yeah, cybersecurity everywhere.
Well, before we get to this Illinois story, we also have a bit of breaking news. Ready for this? Here we go.
Yeah,
Breaking
hit
news.
it.
For this breaking news, we'll send it over to Sip, who has a report for us. Sip, what is the breaking news you want to share with the people of Lincoln and across the country?
Nebraska baseball led by Will Bolt. I want to say 5th-year coach Will Bolt.
I think that's right, yeah.
Moves up a spot to number 23, moves up 1 spot to number 23 in this week's D1 baseball poll.
Still ranked, baby. Let's go.
Moved up. Plays at Grand Canyon today at 2. Will Bolt. Why do I say he might be? Okay, here's the confusion with Will Bolt, Bill. He coached the COVID year, which I don't really count because they played, I think.
Shouldn't count for anything, really. I mean,
like, what, 10 games?
Yeah,
some people handle it better than others, but it's odd.
Will, I think if you looked at Will's resume, you'd say he's had two really good seasons at Nebraska, one okay season at Nebraska, and one bad season at Nebraska. So I'm saying 5th year, I think. Check it out. We should know.
I am looking it up right now.
He's had 2 really good years where he won a Big Ten regular season title and a Big Ten tournament title in 2 separate years.
So he came here in 2020, COVID year, 7-8, and then the season got canceled.
7-8. Okay.
2021, 34-14, made the regional.
Great year.
Bad year in 22. They went 23-30. Bad.
Mm-hmm.
Then 33, 23-1 because of the game. We remember the tie game, of course.
Okay.
40-22 last year,
right.
and 2-1 this year. So
2
far.
really good years, 1 okay year, 1 bad year. 5th year.
23rd though.
2 p.m. today they play Grand Canyon. Nebraska off to a 2-1 start. Is this sort of exciting?
It is exciting. Yeah,
sort of exciting.
It is. So this weekend I mentioned that Michigan State went to Champaign and beat Illinois 79-65. That wasn't even the worst part of the game for Illini fans. If you remember the name Terrence Shannon Jr., he was there last year, right? Was he?
Yes,
last
he was
season?
there last year. He was number 27 overall pick in the draft.
So he was really, 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 really good. And they brought him back to honor him. They had a jersey to hang up in the rafters. And they had him come out to center court for this and pull down the banner to unveil his jersey. The bad news for Terrence Shannon Jr., Illinois, and the fans is, I kid you not, the jersey was upside down.
The banner was upside down.
How do you get that wrong?
I don't know, but Josh,
how would you not have practiced it once? But the best part is, like, the AD says, this is on me. In the end, but he did say, I was not the one who actually, folded up the banner. But in the end, it all falls back on me. So there's some 1 or 2 student workers or interns somehow involved in this, and somehow they just got it, hooked at the wrong end. But and then looking at their faces, when you look at their faces when they see it, because it gets all the way unveiled.
Yes,
it's all the way unveiled, and it's just upside down.
The boss was pissed. The boss was pissed. Josh Whitman said, mistakes happen, but some mistakes can't happen. This Terrence Shannon Jr. to add it, I mean, to sort of underscore how bad of a mistake this was. He averaged 23 points last year.
He was awesome.
That's the highest scoring average for an Illinois player in 51 years.
Well, he was so good.
He
was incredible.
They hung the banner
to the basket. He just went to the hoop.
Yeah,
went to the hoop.
Stop that guy.
Now, if I was Shannon, I was thinking about this. If I was Shannon, it wouldn't bother me at all.
Really?
No, it wouldn't. I know myself. I'd laugh. It'd be funny, and I'd say just please hang it right. But it wouldn't. No, that wouldn't bother me. Now, if I was his parents, it might bother me a little bit. Like if it was Alex and they were unvet, I'd stand there and go. I think I'd just mostly laugh though.
Yeah.
Would it bother you a lot?
Oh, here's the hypothetical. Let's say Nebraska wins their first ever game in the dance this year, and it's because of Bryce Williams.
Okay,
Bryce graduates. Bryce comes back next year to have his jersey retired because, hey, you were the big reason why we won our first game. They bring him back to a packed PBA, and they pull down the curtain, and Bryce's jersey is upside down. I think he's pissed. I think everybody's pissed. It's a big deal.
I think so. I think I'd be more pissed for Bryce than if I was Bryce. Moment.
Yeah, I'm with Steve. I wouldn't be it would bother me, but I'd be kind of like, whatever.
Yeah.
And then I'd say this now. If it happens ever again, then it'll be
what?
I mean, if it happens, can you imagine if, like, hey, listen, as soon as you say, hey, we're going to retire Bryce's jersey, right away, I'm having a meeting with my staff, and I'm going to show them the video of Illinois. And I'm going to say, this is what we got going on right here. What can we do about this?
What if it happens again at Illinois?
Yeah.
That would be horrifying, right?
It happens anywhere in the country because everybody in the country has read this now. And they're like, this cannot happen.
And we double-checked the jersey's upright. We double-checked.
You just wonder how does that happen?
Well, the big thing for sure is you would think that they would have practiced, right? Unveiling that to make sure it doesn't get snagged up. Because you think that no go. Didn't practice one thing. There's no chance. Or here's the is there a conspiracy theory here? Was there pranksters somewhere?
Oh no!
Did somebody prank it and someone can say, we did it right before the people got into the stands and it was fine and somebody pranked it. Highly doubt it, but still. But I can't imagine that you hadn't done that. You hadn't revealed it one time just to practice it, make sure everything works right. Would you not do that?
I would think so.
I would think. 100%. I'm looking. I hope there's more to. I hope we get to the bottom of a little bit more than we did. Whether or not that our guy was on the sidelines at Central Michigan,
Connor Stallions,
which never ever got solved. I hope this one is just like, no, I hope they can at least come out and say one of two things: we got pranked, which I doubt it is, or B, I have to name names, but no, we just never checked we never checked it. We just
Josh Whitman. Yeah.
Now, Iowa Husker Tom on the text line has a comment. He says, a quick thinking AD would have said something like, Terrence was so good he turned our program upside down. Make fun, to make light of this, but Josh Whitman did not say that.
No, Josh Whitman. Think about Josh Whitman. Think about him as the AD. He has to go to the podium after the game. Easy,
hey, Josh, what happened with the jersey?
They lose the game. They have to go to the podium.
Oh, man.
And it's not like, if you have sometimes your jersey's retired and it's been it's framed and they unveil the easel when it's on, right? And it's upside down. It's like, oh wow, this is weird. You just grab it and flip it around. There's no grabbing this one. It just hung there.
Oh,
and then what do you do with it as that pain sets in? As you're the AD, and then you're the event staff that's behind the whole thing. Because right away it's going to be the fingers are going to come out, and it's going to be an intern or some probably. And
maybe
then
an intern, maybe, but like if it's like, I don't want to name any names, but that's just a rough night for Josh Whitman. Is the team loses, Shannon gets honored, and the thing's upside down. That's a bad day at the office. Bad day. And somebody might.
I'm glad it happened because it cracks me up. I feel
lose their job. That's the
it's
question.
Possible.
Does somebody lose their job?
It's a pretty big error.
Yeah,
you have one job. And
I think the biggest error is that not that potentially got put up. It's like one of those deals where all of a sudden you screwed up with the old copy machine or something. You didn't have when you entered it into the top deal, you had to set the wrong way so it didn't print. Okay, just flip it around and go again. How it wasn't practiced would be beyond me. Because you have to know that it's on like some sort of like a pulley rope system.
It was a pulley system. Yep.
God, so you have to know that worked. And so you had to know that.
Possibly. Let's avoid snags. It's practice. Yeah. Didn't practice apparently. But it's
worth following. We have to get could the breakers please get on Illinois basketball websites and get the breakdown? Because there'll be another comment today. There'll be an answer of what happened, why it wasn't practiced. What they won't name names and who the person was, that screwed this thing up. But in the end, it's going to fall on 1 to 2 people.
Yep.
It's going to be 1 or 2 people that really made the error on this. And I feel for them. I really do.
I do too.
Terrence Shannon, congratulations. Your jersey's upside down. Welcome back. We'll wrap things up next. Early break.
Jake, I got to roll.
Okay. Bye, Bill.
See ya.
What's going on, fans? This is Lexi Rodriguez, 4-time All-American at Nebraska and now proud member of Omaha's newest professional team, Love Omaha Volleyball. League One Volleyball is bringing the heat this year. Don't miss your chance to see Olympians, national players, and national champions right here in Omaha from now through April. We can't wait to see you cheering us on in the stands. Visit lovboma.com to buy single match tickets to see me and Love Omaha Volleyball in action this season. Go Big Green!
Attention all wing fans! Buffalo Wings and Rings has daily specials that will make you want to stop in on all days of the week. Kids eat free on Mondays, and on Tuesdays, enjoy 89-cent boneless or traditional wings at a price that makes the whole family happy. And come back on Wednesdays for $1.29 chicken tenders all day long. Get to Wings and Rings today at 68th and O or in Williamsburg Village.
Give your furnace a break with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows. Heartland of Nebraska Windows offers a free estimate, full window replacements, all vinyl triple pane windows, and a lifetime warranty of everything, while still keeping their prices affordable. Sounds too good to be true, right? Heartland of Nebraska Windows is locally and family owned with their own team of installers. Give the window experts at Heartland of Nebraska Windows a call today at 402-430-3852 or visit them online at heartlandofnebraskawindows.com. Elevate your home or business with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows today.
Garage doors can break down or quit working at the worst times. At Doors Plus, they understand that a broken garage sometimes means repair and not replace. Sometimes, all you need to make your door like new again is a few bolts, realignment, or even a new balance. Trust the pros at Doors Plus to handle your garage door repair the right way so you can get on with your busy schedule. Visit them online at doorsplusllc.com or give them a call at 402-590-5800.
Be sure to check out the top-selling Recomp. Recomp helps build lean muscle and strength while decreasing body fat. Recomp is ideal for men and women of all ages trying to look their best. Recomp can only be found in Nutrition Authority. For info, visit mynutritionauthority.com.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club and space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? Nah, forget that. How about margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside margaritas or old fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with taco night on Mondays or whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
Are you a skilled mechanic looking for your next big opportunity? Constructors is hiring. We're looking for experienced mechanics to join our family-owned team. We offer competitive wages, great benefits, brand new service trucks, OEM-level diagnostic software, and career growth opportunities. Positions include lead and A-level mechanics for our shop and multiple field technicians. If you're driven and ready to grow with a company that's been around since 1908, apply today at constructorslincoln.com.
Husker fans, Nebraska needs you in the vault for the last two women's basketball games on Wednesday, February 19th and Sunday, February 23rd. Their last two opponents, Oregon and Washington, have never played in Pinnacle Bank Arena before. Give these two new Big Ten members a warm Nebraska welcome and show them why Nebraska fans are the best in the nation. For a limited time, you can secure your spot at both games for just $10. This deal won't last long. Get your tickets before tip-off on Wednesday to cash in on this incredible offer. Go to huskers.com/tickets to secure your seats today.
At Planet Fitness, we're declaring it. This is the year of getting stronger. And future stronger you can get started now by saving $28 or more when you join today. You in? We have all the best in-class equipment you could ever need to keep stepping it up. And free fitness training to help you mix up your routine. Plus, most clubs are open 24 hours. So let's do this. Join Planet Fitness today and save $28 or more. Just $1 down, $15 a month, cancel anytime. Deal ends February 28th. See Home Club for details.
Outside is where winter adventure unfolds. On frozen lakes, icy landscapes, and snow-covered slopes. Feeling the cold air rush by as you race downhill. The freedom of gliding with ease and the warmth of being together. From epic sled rides to the fun of ice fishing, it's all right here beneath Nebraska skies. Start your winter adventure at yournebraskaparks.com. Sponsored by Nebraska Game and Parks, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Associations and this station.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize before participating in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the K&TK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
We're on the air.
Back
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
to more of Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It is time for the spillover with myself and Steve Simple. Bill Busch had to step up. We will see him tomorrow. I don't know if he's going to be here or not.
He'll be on the show.
Studio. He'll be somehow with us.
This is our third week of 3 hours. It's going well.
It is. And by the way, the spillover is sponsored by our friends at Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One Love. A great place to enjoy a snowy day. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. That warms you up.
Sounds good.
Does sound good.
Sounds good to maybe eat after you shovel. After
Go
you shovel.
earn your food, right?
Yes.
I made the mistake. Now, I told you last week I shoveled before I went to work. I got off to a late start today, so I felt bad. Did not shovel the driveway this morning. This is going to be kind of matted down with my tire tracks now.
You are very anal about that, as is Bill. It doesn't bother me one bit. Don't worry. I mean, if you would have shoveled this morning, you'd just be shoveling again later today. So
it's the idea though that you wouldn't have these tire tracks that are matting down the driveway.
I understand, 100%. I'll be shoveling 2 driveways today. This afternoon.
That's your gym. You don't need to go to Planet Fitness. Then that's your gym today.
Is that it?
Yes. If you're shoveling, that's like an hour and a half at least of
it is
exercise.
Yeah, I'm not. You're probably
not
right.
running. It's pushing and lifting and walking. I mean, not the most strenuous, but if the snow gets heavy at all, then that's hard work.
Right. So you're right. That's probably right. The snow's supposed to cease. You said
I said 10.
10.
Yep.
It's still coming down.
It's coming down pretty hard right now. I think 2 inches on the ground.
Okay.
And Farley has, I think, stopped his Facebook Live video of the snow.
Terrell Farley,
if you're just tuning in, was here earlier doing some cleaning, and I got on Facebook and saw it said Terrell Farley is live. I said, Farley, you're right here. Where's your phone at? And he smiled and pointed to the front door, which I looked. He had it propped up, shooting to the sidewalk, showing the snow. And he said, hey, guess what, Jake? 10 people are watching that right now.
Oh my God!
I get paid for that. All right, Farley, whatever you say.
10 people watching the snow. Okay, show recap. What did you enjoy today, Jake?
Well, it was a fun day of discussing Nebraska basketball, the epic comeback. I'm going to say comeback for the ages. First time, biggest comeback in 30 years. That seems pretty big to me.
Yep. Almost 30
That's a comeback for the ages right there.
Almost 30 years. We're going to say 1997, I think.
Okay, nearly 28 years then.
Yeah, okay, comeback for the age.
It was. On the road, all looked bleak. Nebraska fought back. Nebraska right now likely in bracketology be a 9 or a 10 seed. I can see them being a 9 seed.
Okay.
I think right now they would be safely in. 6 quad 1 wins. Remarkable for this team.
And I like what Bill has been saying about Bryce Williams. Really enjoy. I mean, I have to do this. I have to remind myself. I love Bryce Williams as a player. I really do. I think old school basketball people really appreciate his game. He plays the game in a fundamentally sound way. He's a gorgeous, pure shooter that you don't always see. But he is that. His shot, his free throw is
you're
pure.
shocked when he misses.
Shocked when he misses.
Yep.
And he made 2 huge ones late. He did miss one late, which was shocking, but he made 2 huge ones late. He looks so confident and good at the line, but just appreciate him. Bryce Williams, players like Bryce Williams do not come along every year. They do not.
Show recap. Nebraska baseball off to a good start, 2-1. They lose the first game to UC Irvine, 10-5. They bounce back with a big win against Vanderbilt, 6-4, and 13-0 against San Diego State last night, up from 24 to 23rd now in the poll released this morning by Division I baseball.
I'm happy for Will Bolton in that team. I think he's got a good team here. It looks like he's got a good team.
We talked a little hockey today, a little fight in the USA-Canada. 3 fights in the first 9 seconds of the game.
Very entertaining.
Fred Hoiberg, of course, gashed his hand, and he had a wrap on it during the game, so that maybe inspired Nebraska to win.
Might have.
Terrence Shannon's jersey upside down to Illinois. Embarrassing, but funny. Ha. And, of course, we got to make sure that we've mentioned him once again. RIP to the late, great Greg Sharp, age 61, pancreatic cancer, 17 years as a broadcaster at Nebraska. The team, you could tell the baseball team was definitely emotional and fired up to play for him, which might be the case the whole season for them.
Right. What an example that Greg Sharp set for his family in the way he handled himself during this awful sort of year after his diagnosis, but not only his family, what an example he set for everybody. And people noticed. I noticed quietly. I just I never said much about it, but I was it was really inspiring. It was. I mean, he's handled it with such dignity. Great man.
Tragic time for Nebraska. Again, great memories of Greg Sharp. He leaves an incredible legacy, incredible broadcasting time at Nebraska. And, of course, we will never forget Greg Sharp.
No, we will not. And Troy Dannon dedicated the Memorial Stadium press box to him, apt.
And he was there to see that. He was there for that, which is wonderful. Mm-hmm. So RIP to Greg Sharp, age 61, gone way too soon. That's it for us. The Drive is next for Steve Sipple and Bill Busch. I'm Jake Sorensen. We will see you tomorrow. Drive safe in the snow today.
Yeah, you too.
Have you heard about Advanced Medical Imaging Surgery Center? Located at 7555 Pioneers Boulevard.